and full of fats when I'm Drew McIntyre. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. And thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. It's time for Monday Night, whatever this is called. Raw. And football. And hockey. It's some Boston Celtics. Because guess what? They're on every fucking night.
Every night!
So hopefully you're a Boston Celtics fan. Because if not, you'll probably hate the NBA on TNT. And and any other program that it's on. Because
the program.
It's always on.
Yeah, always.
Oh, Drew's singing! I thought he was singing, flexing his golden pipes. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, live one-on-one tonight.
Ooh, not the one-on-one.
None of that looks appetizing.
Well, it's because you have grossness in you. It's fine.
Look at that floor on the basketball court. That's hideous.
Ew. They're like,
oh,
this
God,
is
don't
so
pretend
pretty.
to puke on mine, really.
Anyways, hey, everybody out there. How's everybody doing? Looks like we have Walter in the chat with us. Robert is with us. Pico's joined us. Woo! Sophie and Janelle is out there. Hey, guys. How are you doing? Oh, Walter said, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. Raw tonight. Good matches. Robert Warney says hello. Hello. How was everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good weekend. Survive it. Lady Sky TV is in the chat. Hey, Lady Sky says, hey.
Hey.
Pico says, welcome, Gab Gang. Walter says CM Punk will be on SmackDown this Friday. Sophie says, hi, how was everyone's weekend? And Netflix just got a bunch of movies, which were on other streaming services. Walter says, okay, at 9 to 5, I'm going. I'll be here Wednesday for AEW, 8 p.m.
Cool.
Walter's Sami Zayn for the
everybody.
win. And, a promo by Drew, okay? And hurry up, Drew, there's matches. Janelle just said hi. Walter says, yes, Sammy coming out. And Pico's like, ooh, no, not that one-on-one. Not one-on-one. Not the one-on-one.
You might as well say it to my face, Drew.
Say it to your face.
He will. He'll say it right to your face.
Right in your face. So it was like, CM Punk won't be here tonight. He isn't advertised for the show. Film's in the chat. Hey, Film, good to see you tonight. This is Lil Miss Gina Travis, Big Hugs, Big Heart. Yo. What's up? How are you doing? How's life? Surviving? Did you survive some holidays? You ready for the next holidays? Stab. Ravi's like, safe, yeah.
You probably would.
As Ravi is in the chat. Hey, Ravi, did you have to work today? Or did you get more days off than one? Film says, so, CM Punk is back. Interesting. No longer all elite. Robert says, my weekend been busy. I just been working. Ugh, bummer. Working all weekend. Poop. Walter says, my weekend was good. My tennis canceled. So did Earns. And went to an early party Sunday. Good food.
Yummy.
Food. Goodness.
I was wrong.
Not the alikeness.
Oh, Lord.
He's not delusional.
He lost to a fucking mousetrap.
He did. He's delusional. So it says, today marks 14 years since the Usos signed with the WWE, and also marks 14 since Umaga died. Dead.
So they signed the same year that their uncle died?
Died.
Or cousin,
Robbie's like, I had 2 days off. Sweet. So did I. People's like, these basketball courts do look fun. Quite the difference. It's kind of crazy what it looks like. It's kind of annoying in a way.
Dude, you never main evented WrestleMania. Shut your mouth. Jeez.
He thought he did, though. Chris says, what up, guide? I don't know, Chris. What's up, man? Did you have a good weekend? Robert says, but I went out to dinner with the family, though. Good for you. Family time, going out to dinner, Did you go someplace fun? Fabulous? Throw rolls at your face?
Throw one.
Throw what?
One of them not run out of here tonight. You getting a referee right now?
Oh, my. He's taking off his skirt. He means business. He took off his shirt. He means business. He's like, look at my bag of milk next to you.
My bag of milk brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than... He's like, I'm not delusional. WWE really did have it in for me, and the camera crew that I hired.
Robbie's like, nice chill out on Sunday. Sophie says, at least you get Christmas Day off. Piccolo says, you know what?
Chip, chip, cheerio.
The Celtics stay consistent when they have NPC white boys. Why do I find that
What's an NPC?
offensive in a lot of ways?
I don't know what NPC means.
Non-playable character?
Oh, non-politically correct is what I thought it was.
Yes.
I'm like,
You know those non-politically correct white boys. Bryce is in the chat. Hey, Bryce, it's hello to you. Travis, CM Punk is back in the WWE. No way, it finally became a reality.
it happened.
Yeah.
Now we're all stuck in this reality, which is a great reality for some. It could be like a Mandela effect. Wait till you wake up tomorrow and he never left.
Oh, barf.
You'd be like, I remember him not being in WWE, but every time I look at highlights, he's still there.
Piccolo's like, Ravi, you didn't go out and party, bro. Oh, he went out and partied. Bryce says, hello, Piccolo. What's been going on with you? Sophie says they just set up a CM Punk versus Drew match. Oh, yeah, they sure did, didn't they? Right there.
Yeah.
They did it. Robert's like, yeah, I did. Good deal, man. Good deal.
Punk doesn't want any of that.
Robbie's like, yeah, I did. Cola was decent and played at my mate's internet radio.
Hey, that's cool.
Chris says, yeah, I got a new car after having an accident last Sunday. Got car on last Thursday. So pretty cool. 17K payment now. It's a 2014 Dodge Dart and already had 34K miles on it. So that's okay for that car. Well, I'm sorry you had an accident last Sunday, but I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, as long as you're okay.
That sucks that it basically totaled your vehicle, though. Were you paying on that vehicle as well? Or was that vehicle paid off?
Did insurance cover it? Or were you at fault?
Bryce says, and Seth is not happy either. Piccolo's like, thanks, Bryce. You know, it's busy holidays and stuff. How are things with you? Sophie says the new TV deal for Raw should be announced soon. Yeah, like tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Might as well.
Jumpin' jelly beans.
Might as well be tomorrow.
Should be a good announcement.
I feel like tomorrow seems like a good day.
Who's going to announce it? Will it be on the official page?
It's going to be Drew McIntyre. He's going to announce it. And then they'll have a commentary by CM Punk telling us that he's only there for the money.
I'm only there for the money. Money, 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 money.
Piccolo, jump a Jehoshaphat. So he's like, so Jay versus Seth is the main event tonight. Interesting choice. Well, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be those two. And Robbie's like, do you ever been to Goodwill's? Are you talking like Goodwill as in like,
Oh, it's a car place that has tires.
what?
Good
No,
Wills.
it's Wills.
Wills.
Wills. Is it about wills, like when you die, or a thrift shop? Okay, so ours is a secondhand store, but a thrift shop, yeah. So we do have those, and I do not go to them because they're overpriced and garbage.
She is a weirdo, is what she's trying to say. In different
How am I a
languages.
weirdo?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Why is that weird?
It's overpriced. It's
It is.
charity.
No, it's not. So people donate that shit, right? Okay, so I have seen all these videos of people going to Goodwill to see the prices on stuff. Motherfucker, they have shit from the fucking dollar store marked up to $5.
Then don't buy that.
No, that's what I'm saying,
They also
though.
have like Nintendo 64s for $7.
At Goodwill?
Yeah.
Do you know? Did you go there and see them?
No, I watch people buy that shit all the time.
Yeah, when was that?
I don't know when
And was it an
your
actual
thing?
Goodwill?
What do you mean? Was it an actual? Like they had a fake storefront?
Like,
they're
was
like,
it
"Whoa."
was it Goodwill or was it a different thrift place? Because I'm talking
know.
about just specifically Goodwill, not thrift shops
Why
in
are
general.
you bashing on Goodwill on our channel? What if Goodwill sues us?
They're not going
libel?
to. It's not. What? For what? For telling the truth that they mark up prices
That's
on
not
things?
true.
They brand new stuff.
They
They're
get
marking up
everything
prices.
for free. Everything's marked up. If they charged 1 penny, it's a markup.
That's fine. Making money is fine. But what they're doing is they're taking things that have been donated for free, and somebody got it for a price of $2, and they're putting $7 on it.
Right. But
That's called greed.
it's not called greed.
It is called greed because you know what thrift stores are for? Thrift stores are for people who are not able to buy new things.
Right, but if somebody buys it, isn't that their problem? They're going to price it.
People aren't buying it anymore. They're pricing themselves out of business.
Then they'll lower the
They're not going to. They already were
So
lower,
they're
but now
just
they're
gonna
crazy.
keep everything on the shelves. They're like, we're not selling a damn thing.
That's right.
They wouldn't have any employees.
You should go look up the guy who owns Goodwill and see what he's worth. It's ridiculous how much he's worth.
It doesn't matter what he's worth.
It does.
He's running a business.
It's not the same.
I'm just saying that he will lower prices if somebody's.
They're going off of the fact
Mountain Dew
of
bottle for
what
$7,
it used to be,
then they're buying it for $7
compared to what it is. Like what it was before was decent and very well priced things. Now all of a sudden it's outrageously priced. That's what we're talking about.
Just like everything else in the world. I bought a vest from there once, and it was super cool.
Was it 50 cents?
No, it was like $3-4 or something.
Yeah, that's what it should be. But now it'd be like 15.
But it was Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, but now it'd be like $15. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I bought it in 1997.
It doesn't matter.
Well, of course it should be $15.
No, it shouldn't. Why would it be $15?
This shit would have cost like $30 when I bought it in the 90s. Now it would be $100.
Dude, you don't get it. You're trying to make it into something bigger. I'm trying to tell you what's happening. You're like, no. They have every right to have something that's donated that has a street value of $4 to mark it up to $20.
When I was in high school, I worked at a thrift shop. And that thrift shop had me do pricing. And I could literally price it at whatever I wanted to. And so sometimes I'd price shit so ridiculously low that, because I didn't know what it was or whatever. And other things I'd be like, oh, I know what that is, so I'd price it a little high. But if somebody ever came up to me and asked, I would just lower. I'd be like, what can you give me for it? I said that all the time, especially when I was working in the furniture. I was like, how much money do you have? $15. That's good. Take it. It'd be like a brand new couch or whatever. They're like, you could have got like $70 out of that. I'm like,
somebody donated it.
I don't get a damn dime of it, right? Like, I'm like, why would I give a shit? Now, we did have new furniture too.
Yes.
And so
it's usually like beds and stuff.
Yeah, and dressers. But I didn't sell. I mean, I could sell that, but it's like, that shit sold itself because I couldn't price that stuff. Is
right.
What I did.
Anyways, so back to the Ravi and his Goodwill thrift shop. Just as long as nothing's.
Sorry, I'm trying to
wear your grandpa style. It's your grandpa style. Smell like R. Kelly sheets.
No, seriously, can I have your grandpa's hand-me-down?
Anyways, Chris said no. My old truck was paid off, but insurance didn't cover because I didn't have collision. Oh. So, Def have it now. $220 insurance payments. FU Progressive, but they are a trusted company, so that's why I have it. That's a lot of money. Are you paying $220 a fucking month?
A month or every 6 months?
A month, besides on top of your fucking loan payment?
Well, you have to have full coverage to have a loan.
You have to have full coverage, but $220 a month is ridiculous for a fucking insurance payment. Chris says the Goodwill is a thrift shop, basically. Sophie says FX is still the front runner to get Raw, and Chris says we also have Salvation Army thrift store. Yeah, there's some bad things about the Salvation Army.
Who owns FX? Too. Is that owned by Fox?
They have the movies.
I mean, FX. You just take an O and put it in the middle of it. I'm just making up shit here, but no, seriously, think about it. I love that. No, seriously, think about it. It makes everything make sense.
Oh my God, stop. Sophie says, you mean Goodwill Hunting? No. Pickle's like, I have State Farm since I was 19. I've had State Farm basically my whole life too, Pickle. Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon says, Tegan Knox, marry Brandon. Sophie says, I worked at a Goodwill before. Not fun. Brandon says, hey, Wrestling Gab. And Ravi says, wearing other people's clothes. I'm not about that life. You know,
I don't mind it.
I think it would depend on how nice the stuff is that's being donated. Because in my town, we get all the gross stuff because we're poor town. And they literally, because we have people who are like wealthy here who donate their stuff, but that shit don't stay here. That shit goes to other fucking places and stores and stuff.
All right, I will tell you the clothing at the Deseret Industries, no store keeps the clothing. So what it happens is that you bring in clothes and they throw it in a hay baler. Mm-hmm. You just throw as much.
And it goes to Africa.
You throw as much in there as you can. Honestly, you don't even sort it.
Then how do they have clothes out there?
So they bale it, and then this machine smashes it, and then you run this cords through it.
Uh-huh.
And there's the cardboard on top and bottom. And then you tie that. And then when the machine releases it, it stretches that so it's all taut.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pick it up with a forklift. Mm-hmm. And you put it on a truck. And you fill the semi-truck up with it. And it's gone. Like, they just take it. I don't know where it goes, but all of them do it. So I don't know if they send it overseas or if they send it to a place.
So how do they get the clothes inside?
They just get those from other places. Those come on a truck.
So they come from another truck from other people's donations? Because they're donated clothes. They're used clothes.
Right. So they probably open those bales somewhere.
I wonder if they do and then sort through it.
And then clean and sort and send.
I bet that's how it goes. And then they take certain ones a priority, or per percentage of it goes to, like, I know that they do send stuff to Africa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know the DI does that. I'm not sure of other thrift stores, but I know for sure that the DI does that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I would oversee the bale stuff too. You know, most people that work there are handicapped.
Yeah.
And so basically, I was a supervisor. On my first day, I was a supervisor.
Or they have like anxiety issues and stuff like that. They're all kind of a little.
Yeah,
they're really nice people.
They're
but
off.
They're a little.
And so they need supervision to make sure they don't kill themselves on accident.
Yeah.
And so I did pricing on the floor, and I had to do the clothes section. So I know those ones. I didn't do drop off, although sometimes I was like, God, I want to do drop off because there'd be like badass stuff in it. Mm-hmm. And like I said, they're all like cloney type people, right? So they just do what they're told.
And do and do. Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
I want that.
I'll put this in my pile. And then when I leave, I just take it with me.
You're like,
and
I got other people's stuff.
I remember walking out of there one time and I'm like, I reach over and just grab it. It was not a real one, but it was like a katana. It was a big old sword. I'm like,
can I take that home?
I didn't ask. I'm like, that's going home with me.
That's funny. Anyways, Pico said, interesting about some stuff. And Sophie said, Candice LeRae is pregnant again. She announced it somewhere on social media.
Candice LeRae.
Mrs. Spaghetti. Pico's
We
finally,
dodged.
fucking bitch, finally got the disease and is now home where she belongs, making sandwiches and spaghetti. Pico's like, sometimes you can find stuff like Apple appliances or, tennis rackets.
Oh, yeah. All sorts of stuff. And then they put it in like a little box with wheels that has no top. And then they roll it out. And all these vultures are waiting. Like all these like vultures. I'm not kidding. And they come out of the woodwork. And so when they push it out, because they're just like these little kids. They're like 16 years old and they push it out and then they get like
mobbed
and everybody's going through it real quick. So, and he's supposed to put it on the shelves, but he can't. And then they get really frustrated and they start panicking and stuff. And so you have to go over there and help them. You're like, just go in the back. Forget about it. Forget about your box. It's fine.
It's fine. They'll be fine. You don't have to worry. It's all got.
By the way,
it's all got prices on it. It's fine.
They're going to take it all, and you won't have to put it away.
Yeah, you'll get the next box. It'll be fine.
And then all that's left in there is like 7 books. It's always books.
Robbie says, unless it's new donated. Yeah, you'll do new donated. Pico's like, only rule for me: I won't buy donated shoes. Yeah, donated shoes are kind of hard. Chris says even Burlington is better than thrift shops.
You'll be surprised how many
it depends on the thrift shop, though, right? I mean, that's where I'm getting with this. Like, if you had nice thrift shops, you would probably buy the stuff. But we don't have nice thrift shops. Like, our thrift shops are literally like, like stained clothing and like holy and somebody, a pair of pants they didn't wear underwear with and it's just got shit stains in it. And I mean, that stuff happens all the time. And it's just like, okay, well.
Thanks. Thanks for that picture.
You're welcome.
Everybody loves a good skid mark.
Don't they?
In their trousers.
Sophie says, what's the difference between a thrift shop and a regular Goodwill place? Goodwill and a thrift shop are pretty much the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's just one is a company, Goodwill, and the other one is what Goodwill is a thrift shop.
Pico says, yeah, you guys hear of Plato's Closet? I have heard of Plato's Closet. And they're very picky about the things they buy, which is even more funny because they won't take things if they're full and they won't take things if they're like cheap.
Alabama Slamma. No, Sammy rolled him over. He might have just won.
Walter's like, good first match so far. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised Sammy's holding his own without somebody helping him out.
Big spine buster, Arn Anderson style. Not Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson style.
And Sophie says goodwill is for cheap people. I don't know about cheap.
It's not about being cheap. It's about being poor. Or just liking bargains. I know a lot of people.
As Piccolo says, Sophie is being frugal a bad thing. Frugal. That's
Right.
the perfect word for it,
Yes.
Piccolo. Frugal.
My aunt is wealthy as fuck. And her husband is even wealthier. And now they're together. But they were millionaires apart. Now they're together. They wash paper plates and reuse them.
They use dollar store like silverware as their silverware and wash it.
And wash it and reuse it. Not to mention,
It's
they
so
buy
funny.
stuff at secondhand stores. Like, she would be more than happy to go buy you a new pair of pants at DI or something. Like,
Just like they're brand new to you.
like it is so like. I mean,
Which is not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, she bought Ayla a car. Like, Ayla's got a car.
Yeah.
That was from them. They're like, oh.
Hey,
They
we
need-
found this car. It's a really good deal, which it was.
Yeah.
And not only did they buy it, but
They
then
bought-
they went and took it to a mechanic to make sure it was fine and put new tires
Brand
on
new
it.
tires on it, yeah. And just said, here you go. You know, it's like if they have money, they're just going to make sure that it's spent wisely.
Yes. Walter says WWE next Tuesday. Walter also says AEW All in London is sold out, guys. Yeah, but is it... Or is it sold out like it was sold out last
In
time?
London.
It's sold
Wait, hold
out.
on. It's sold out? I didn't even know tickets were on sale yet. How can
neither.
it be sold out?
Pickle says consumerism makes us think we have to buy new things even though we really don't need it. Sophie says, nah, it's not a bad thing. I'm frugal sometimes. Chris says, oh, $15 new couch.
Oh, I
People's
did it all the time.
I like to be cheap. It depends on the situation. Sophie says, but sometimes buying cheap stuff isn't great, though, because it might break quickly.
Don't buy cheap. Be frugal. Don't be cheap. Because cheap
Yeah.
means that you're going to have to buy it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, being frugal is completely different than being cheap.
Buy something really nice once instead of something that's cheap 4 times.
Walter says, Goodwill has puzzles. LOL, nice. Sophie says, but you can't be cheap with buying everything, though. Pico says, oh, in
Frugal.
Alabama, once there was a love seat that they put out on the curb. Then this person brought it home, and a 7-foot snake was chilling in the cushions.
That's even cooler. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Robbie's
I'd be like, I got a free snake.
got a free snake with it. Robbie's like, the only reason I mentioned it, I saw a video of Eminem saying his mom used to buy his clothes from Goodwill when he was younger. I would imagine she was a single mom.
Yeah.
So she probably did buy his. And I don't know if he had siblings. I don't know if Eminem had siblings.
I don't
If he
know,
didn't have siblings,
actually.
he didn't have hand-me-downs. And if you don't have hand-me-downs, you got to get them from somewhere. That's where you get your hand-me-downs from. And most kids grow out of shit so fast, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, I remember he was so poor growing up. It's not a poor joke. Anyways, when he made it and he had released his second album,
Your mama's so poor.
right? He
Fucking South Park.
He
Your
was-
mama's so poor.
he was at a jewelry shop, and the one guy showed him a watch, and he's like, "Fuck, I want that watch." And so he called his manager and he said, "Can I afford this watch?" His manager's like, "You're fucking Eminem, dude. Like,
You have money. You're fine. Yes, you can. Without going broke, it won't break you.
you're fine."
People's like, yeah, Fox for FX. Sophie says sometimes when we buy something cheap, it always bites us in the butt later on. Walter says WWE NXT this Saturday on pay-per-view. Pico says, oh yeah, some South Florida thrift shops better have big bargains.
Nothing,
People with
just on
brand
the air.
name
What's
goods
up?
worn once and just want to give it away. Sophie says, what's the difference
up?
between being frugal and cheap? Travis just explained it to you, so there's your answer. Sophie says FX is owned by Fox, which is also owned by Disney. And Piccolo says, I feel being frugal, you get something that isn't necessarily the name brand to save a few pennies. Sophie says Apple TV and
Okay.
Paramount Plus are
I
talking
don't know what
about
that
bundling together. Walter says, don't touch any furniture outside. There could be animals in it, like in Florida. Piccolo's like, facts, Walter. I was like, so Sammy and Drew, a new feud, that just throw it in as a whim. And not
yeah.
really, Ravi. It's because Sammy confronted Drew in the back, like
Do you
saying
have
that
to
he
get it
knew
through
how he
them?
felt and they're pretty much the same because of his issues with the bloodline. But now he's like, I'm not like you.
Okay.
We're not like
Yeah,
each
bring it over
other.
in the morning.
La.
All right, bye-bye.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask who that was.
My mom.
Drew Mackey
Drew Mack.
got the win.
Of course he did.
Let's see. Walter was saying that don't touch any furniture outside. There could be animals in it, like in Florida. And Pickle's like, facts, Walter. And Robbie says, so Sammy and Drew, a new feud that just thrown in as a whim. And I was saying no. They kind of had a little spiff about some information last time when they got each other's faces and that. Sophie says frugal means different things from different people. So he's like, Goodwill is boring. Chris is like, the buzzards. Pickle says there's also a place here that is overstocked items. It has an alliteration name, like Crazy Kaz Boys. Well, I was like, watch out in Goodwill. There was a bird got in the store. Damn, Walter, birds in the store. You know what's funny about that, Walter, is that sometimes in my grocery store I go to a lot, also I've had it happen in like Home Depot or Lowe's. There's birds inside. Little birds, just birds hanging out. They have little nests and shit in there.
They just
inside the building.
To open the door
I have fucking no idea if they go in or out. I don't know where they go or what they do.
They would starve to death if they didn't.
But it's crazy. Yeah. Sophie says there was a place here that when you go in, you see parrots. Pickle says, and you will buy something $2 bins, $5 bins, and they will have everything you want due to Amazon having overstocked items. Yeah. You know, I've seen these people who buy like pallets of things, like pallets of unopened packages or like pallets of Amazon returns and stuff like that. And I'm like, what would constitute you to buy that stuff? I mean, sometimes I kind of want to just save up the money to buy like a whole pallet of unopened, like undeliverable packages.
Let's do it.
But I always wonder, like, how do they get them? Like, where do you go to find these things?
They're on Amazon.
No. And I'm not talking about Amazon. I don't really want to do Amazon.
Okay.
I'm talking about, like you can get it from the postal service and stuff, too. You can get, like, unopened packages and, like, undeliverable packages and stuff. They have bins of them. Like, I watch this person it comes over on TikTok every once in a while, this person who opens these packages.
Should we get on there and ask Greg?
Who's that?
Greg Cole. He was the postmaster general here.
Oh.
For 40 years.
I didn't know you knew him.
Yeah. He was Larry's best friend.
Oh.
Before Larry got on the shit.
I didn't know you still talked to him.
Well, I know all his daughters and everything. I grew up. That's the pig.
Oh. The pig story.
The pigs,
That's
two
funny.
pigs that we got to kill.
That's
we were going to eat for the big old blue owl we were having. We went and got the pigs. They were alive, so we brought them back, and they ended up keeping them for the next 15 or 20 years in their garage.
Chris says,
couldn't even park their cars in there anymore.
Chris says, oh, y'all have white Christmas stain pants. Gross. Sophie says, whenever I go to a thrift shop or a donation place, I just look around and not buy anything.
Do you want the pants with the blood or the semen?
So feels like Sophie with the weird flash. Feels like Dee and Travis, have you cut down on impulse buying?
No, I wish I did. I have like a problem.
Every once in a while I will like impulse buy. I impulse buy in a few things. I'll tell you about it. After the show. Why I bought those things.
That's fine.
Sophie says, I think I got made fun of one time because I brought something from Goodwill once. Who cares?
Who cares?
See, that's what you happen though. You put too much into the fact that somebody else made funny about it, and you put too much into it. So now it's like I won't buy anything ever again. Yeah,
no, we used to do it. Like I had a buddy, and he was like a wealthy friend of mine, and that's all he ever wanted to do. Like
dude,
every
Saturday,
Saturday,
you can find some pretty cool shit.
Every Saturday, hey, let's go do this.
Stores.
And you'd buy like. Now, granted, it's not going to be the same now, but we would be buying like corduroy bell bottoms and shit from the 70s. Mm-hmm. And like found all sorts of cool stuff. Nowadays, you're probably not going to find
not like that
70s corduroy bell bottoms.
No.
But
unless you're going into like old school thrift stores that like that's the kind of clothes they look around to find.
Right.
But then they're paying for them, so then they're having them in their store, so they up them even more.
They'd be like $50 or something. I could get them for 75 cents. I probably got them for free.
Sophie says, sold out for a pay-per-view that is going to happen 8 or 9 months from now. I think the Royal Rumble is almost a near sellout. Ravi says, yeah, that's a legit story on Eminem about the watch, but he prefers to wear his G-Shock watch not to damage the Rolly.
Right.
Chris says, Travis, would you ever buy a Rolex watch?
No. And unless they had like a step counter and calorie tracker and sleep tracker, and I don't think they'll ever go that way with it. And so, no. I don't wear watches for time.
Pico says, okay, so let me ask this. Would buying an engagement ring at a pawn shop be terrible when instead of going into debt by paying payment plans for 10 years at Jared's with interest?
I don't know if it would matter where you got it as long as you got it all cleaned up and it looked new.
You know, I would have to say that I would look at old antique rings and be more intrigued by them than the new shit. Just say, that's just me, though. I'm very different about that kind of stuff. There's a lot of girls who wouldn't be that way. But I'm like, quote unquote, as you would say, not conventional about those kind of things. Because I would be more like, I would want the character with it rather than the newness of it. If that makes sense. What?
I'm just smiling.
What?
Why can't I smile? What'd you hear?
Sophie's like, wow, they giving this match a lot of time. And Robbie says, so are Sammy and Drew going to go for the main title? Chris says, Travis and Dee, do you guys have a Chinatown?
No. You ever been to a Chinatown in a major city?
No. I wanted to go. When I went to San Francisco, I wanted to, but they were like, no. The one off of Pier 49, that one, I wanted to because it was safer, because it's more touristy. But they were like, no, we don't have time. And I was like, son of a bitch. That was the only time I ever would have had the chance to go to an actual, one that existed and was real, and, a real one.
So in this town, the Chinese built the railroad with the Mormon church. And there is a old Chinatown. And they had, their opium dens and their tunnels and stuff. And they're still there.
Yeah, they're in our downtown area.
They're in basements of buildings now. And so you have to, use buildings' back doors. But you can go to, every business underground because that's how they ran their prostitution and their drugs and stuff. It's pretty cool, our downtown area.
He's like, oh, it's so racist up here in Houston. We have a Chinatown, but it's not even Chinese people. It's Vietnamese people, even though they call it Chinatown.
Oh.
Asian markets. if you want a different name for it, Asian markets would be it. Sophie says, this match was fun. My mom gets Amazon delivery here almost all week, every week sometimes. Pickle says, I may have gone to New Orleans, Chinatown. Sort of the same vibe. Yeah. Robbie says, how many makeshift tag teams is Shayna going to be in?
I don't know.
As many as everyone else.
Isn't she wrestling tonight? Isn't she wrestling
I think
Nia
so, because
Jax?
they were just showing her with, what's that? Stark? Zoe lady. Sophie says 24 is around the corner. That means it will be the 20-year anniversary of the Friends series finale. Robbie says, go on D buying random stuff.
So, literally,
once in a while.
2 months ago, I'm pretty sure I even said it on here. What I would like to have seen, now it would be a little bit harder to do, is them to do a Friends reunion type thing. But a real life one, put them all in a house, kind of.
That'd be fine. She could just be a widow.
Oh.
That Chandler Bing passed away and died. Just make her a widow.
But now
What's her face? Whatever her name is in the show.
Courtney.
Monica.
Oh, Monica.
Make Monica a widow in the story. She's a single mom raising 3 kids by herself. Because they got twins and she probably got pregnant at some point.
Oh, by the neighbor or something?
No, by him. I mean,
I thought it was him that had the problem.
I'm pretty sure, but you know how it is with babies. Sometimes when you have babies in your house, those things just start working. It's weird how
or animals.
Nature is that way. It's crazy how nature does that, because that's what happened to my aunt, by the way. They thought they couldn't have kids, and so they adopted a little girl. So they adopted a girl, and they had her, and she was probably about, I want to say she was probably 3, maybe 5. But somewhere in that age. And she got pregnant and had 3 boys after that.
That's nice.
Like, sometimes that's all it takes is just that one weird hormonal kickoff. And
oh, God. Drew in the back attacked
oh, my
Sammy.
God. He's attacking him.
It's a clubbering.
He's like, I hate you so much, even though you lost.
You know, no one deserves this more than Sammy.
Oh, my God. He's talking about his dead family. Is that what he said? Don't you dare talk about my dead family.
He's nothing like him.
So weird.
Bounce his head off that concrete a couple times.
Oh, my God, Travis.
What? Nobody likes Sammy.
He doesn't deserve to be beat down like this,
He
though.
punched him hard on that last one.
Oh, no, not the leg.
Break it!
They're like, we're making Drew a bad
Look,
guy.
he's like, I'm not doing it. He's not a bad guy. That's what good guys do. They attack Sami Zayn. Sammy's a creep.
It's a creep. Oh, the creeper.
So Carson Daly's back on TV, and it's weird as fuck to me, and I always want to watch that because he was the last generation of the VJ on MTV, and so it's like, oh, but they have all this other stupid shit on there, like her. That's a comedian you don't like.
Oh, her. Blech.
Nikki Bella's all right, but that other dude's goofy.
What's
The
his face?
Tall, goofy guy that's next to Carson Daly. I don't know what his name is. He's on the right.
He's a fucking country singer.
Okay. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh my God, seriously.
Well, I don't know what his name is.
Pretty sure he's
Tall?
like marrying like Gwen Stefani or some shit. Blake Shelton.
I've heard that. Blake Shelton. Blake.
Blake.
It's Blake.
It's Blake.
Blake.
Sophie's like, the only type of impulse I have is eating a lot more stuff than I'm supposed to. I don't understand why rich people act frugal or cheap. Because that's how they're rich. Being frugal. Not cheap. Frugal. Except for don't ever try to play off that cat food is tuna. That's disgusting. Remember that? Do you remember watching that episode of that lady?
I watched all those like that.
Oh my God, that millionaire episode, and they're like the frugalest millionaires or whatever.
The one bitch would piss in a jar.
Oh my God, yeah.
And like she would only flush once a day.
Yeah. Wasn't that the same lady who fed her husband cat food?
Maybe, I don't know.
She's like, oh, I could get it for like 20 cents cheaper. I can. So she was feeding her husband fucking cat food
On his sandwiches.
in place of fucking tuna fish. Oh, there's no difference. Whoa! So bad.
I don't think
That
you've
is called
eaten anything.
being cheap. That's not frugal. That's being cheap. That's nasty.
I can get a 24-pack of that for $19.
That's so nasty.
That's disgusting.
I guess my brother found a new game to play.
Pimp.
God of War. Remember, we looked at those.
I've read the book.
I know, but remember the video game?
I know that it, I do know it's a video game.
We
yes.
talked about the video game. We like looked at the video game. I never really
But
wanted
it's
to
a
play
certain
it.
type of game, and you didn't like it.
Yeah. And my brother loves it. He's like, I played it all day today. And I'm like, so
What about Hogwarts?
you didn't do anything else but play games? You lucky bastard.
What about her Mimi?
What about her Mimi? What about her Mimi? Chris says, dude, just get a ring from Walmart. If y'all are both happy, I mean, I'd buy my girl the more expensive thing, but I'd bet the elastic rings from Walmart because of work. Yeah, so it's not, so like, there's a difference between quality of something and being expensive, right? Not always is expensive equal quality in my mind. Because pawn shops will have nice rings in them that are very good priced and they're beautiful, that are of high quality, that it would almost be better than to buy something cheap from Walmart.
Right. And you could trade a gun in or something for it.
Sophie says, I think girls will know right away if the ring is cheap. I like this Jey Uso video package For some reason, I have a weird feeling that Jay will beat Seth for the championship tonight.
What?
It's a weird feeling, but sure.
I mean,
Why not?
even like worst case scenario, he gets close to it, and then Damian would cash in. I just don't see Seth losing it with Damian having the briefcase to not be Damian.
True. Sophie says they did a Friends reunion like a couple years ago with James Corden hosting it. And Ravi says Sammy getting a push, it seems. Sophie says Ross and Rachel also got back together. The Monica and Chandler relationship wasn't supposed to be a thing when it first happened. Kevin Owens injured his hand this past Friday. Ravi says man's never heard of this country singer. Harley says hello, hello. And Chris says, Travis, you should play Assassin's Creed. And Walter says Sammy's hurt.
I've got one. The last one I bought was the one with Leonidas, like the 300 one.
The Spartans?
Yeah, it's that one. I don't know what it's called. It's up there, but it's Becky Lynch. I still owe you a receipt.
I hope she punches her in the nose.
Which one?
Becky. Punching Nia in the nose. Pop! My hole.
My nose holes.
So it says that reunion special, the creators of Friends said it took them a while to cast everybody. Walter says, blame Drew McIntyre for a boo, hill guy. So he says, never played God of War, heard of it and seen clips of it on YouTube. Robbie says, Wally, that's fucked up, feeding your family cat food over 20 cents. That's being cheap, not frugal. Walter says Becky Lynch and Nia Jax backstage. Walter says Nia Jax for the win. Good luck, Shayna. And Sophie says they keep bringing up when Nia injured Becky's nose from a few years ago. Yeah. I don't like Nia Jax's new theme music.
I don't like Nia Jax at all. But I like her better than the girl she's been wrestling lately, so I have to cheer for her. And here's another example. So go Nia 2 weeks in a row.
True. Didn't they just say that they were tag team champions together?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the My Hole incident?
I don't remember. It would have been around that time. Like, it would have been right before that. It was when there was the bullying incident, remember, with not Liv, but the one that just had a baby. Bliss. And then Nia left, and then she got with Shayna. It's kind of dumb stuff. Anyways, we do have Shayna Baszler in there making short work here of Nia. Better do something, Nia. She just climbed up and put her vagina right in her face. Trying to smother her. Uh-oh. Nia. Look at the power of Nia. Sit down slam. Soften her up.
Chris is like, here comes the eye candy Shayna Baszler. Robbie's like, Nia did lose some Terry.
A little bit. She's still a bigger gal.
Not very much. She didn't lose that much.
She had got really big there, though, while she was off.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some pictures of her on the Insta. Her and The Miz at Bliss's wedding. Fucking hilarious. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
Oh. They, like, got in a fight on purpose. And
Oh, my God.
and then they, on the top, and then they, before they walked down the aisle together.
Oh, jeez.
And then they walked down the aisle together after.
That's funny.
Uh-oh. Swept the leg. She swept the leg. Hopefully she apologizes for sweeping the leg. Sorry. I'm sorry, Daniel. Sorry. Uh-oh. Leg drop. Like a guillotine.
She better be careful. That was the move that hurt her hole.
It is. No. Her name's Mallard.
Gwen.
Gwen Mallard.
Because she's a mallard duck.
They gotta watch out for the murder hawks.
They do.
The duck hawk.
Driving into work today. Guess what I saw?
A duck hawk?
No.
A goose?
Uh-uh.
Bald eagle?
Mm-hmm.
They're not duck hawks.
No. I want to know is why they're even in this area.
They used to
What's
live.
their main
Some
diet?
of them live down here.
Fish?
Rabbits. Why? Probably cats and small dogs. They are a huge bird, so. Like a cat can fight like a smaller hawk, so it doesn't get killed. But,
Right.
But like an eagle, just take it. Just fly off with it and drop it.
Mm.
And then dead. But I'm hoping that our trees protect our dog. Because they have to have momentum. They don't just land on them and then fly off. Rinse and repeat. The Mighty Oak debit card. Rock's getting paid.
Loser.
Don't hate on him for making his money. You get your paper, boo.
It's not about his advertisement. He's just a loser.
Do you know what The Rock is even cooking?
Loser stew.
You're such a weirdo. Yeah, definitely losers too.
Well.
Who would have known?
Don't ask if you don't want the answer.
Is that their quarterback, their normal quarterback?
Mm-hmm. Who is that, Burrows?
Yeah, Burrows is their normal quarterback.
I
Burrows,
thought he got broken.
he had a surgery on his wrist. I don't think that's it. I don't know what his number is. But it kind of looks like his face. The Bungles. They're a really good team if they have their quarterback.
His name's Hudson.
That's
No,
the
wait,
wide
that's
receiver.
not the right guy. Browning.
Browning. Sounds like a gun.
They broke that guy.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
Cisco's like, I need a timeout. I bet she's been dominating her.
So much domination
Dominate.
after the guillotine.
Walter's like, so Ronda Rousey is in ROH. Okay.
Cool.
Sophie says, I don't like Nia. Let's go Shayna.
Eh,
Harley says, sorry that I am late. Was in the shower. How dare you clean yourself?
you're fine. You've only missed one match.
Sophie's like, do you think they are setting up Nia versus Rhea?
They could do that. Maybe do that in Australia, but I don't see Nia beating Becky.
I don't know. Becky's been pretty poopy lately.
Yeah.
So it says Shayna and Nia were tag team champions like months before Nia got released. I wasn't correct of thinking that. Walter says, so Friday is tribute to the Troops SmackDown. Cool, I'm watching. Who comes? Maybe Santa Claus. Maybe. It might be Santa. Sophie says Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are going to be a permanent tag team, so we will see them together until probably after Mania.
That's not a permanent tag team, guys. That's like a few months.
They're like, oh, we're going to totally put these two individuals together because they're individual wrestlers, and they're going to be a tag team for a minute.
A permanent tag team is like years, like 4, 5, 10.
Walter says LA Knight, yeah, Friday. Sophie says it'll be interesting when Brock shows back up on WWE TV again. Randy Orton got a new t-shirt with his new catchphrase, Daddy's back. And I think Sonya's almost recovered from her injury.
Nice.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. Her knees. Wasn't it a knee?
I think so.
Her and Tegan. Oh. Got it. Touchdown. No, I think his knee might have touched. If his knee didn't touch, it's a touchdown.
They're saying it's a touchdown.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You always call it a touchdown if you're a ref, if you're unsure. Let's see. Watch his left knee right here. Nope, never touched. Touchdown. Yeah, it looks maybe like the left one right there touched, but it didn't. From the angle they showed live. Come on, Nia. Why are you having this much trouble with Shayna? Shayna's terrible. Samoan drop. Watch out, she might bite you in the back of the neck.
Oh, God.
And then you'll get pregnant.
Oh, my God.
That's what happened to Becky. A lot of people don't know that. They think
That's
that she
terrifying.
got pregnant by Seth, but you know Seth ain't doing Becky. She's the man.
Pico is like, used to be a great female tag team division 6-7 years ago.
I don't remember.
So it says Braun is almost fully recovered
Yeah, from a broken neck.
from his broken neck.
I don't know if you can ever be fully recovered from a broken neck.
Pico says, so when were the Iconics tag champions again?
It was a while back. I don't remember. Was it 19 or 18, 17, 20? Yeah, I don't think it was 20 because they had split them up. Like 19 maybe. That one girl, Peyton, went and got pregnant.
Both of them got pregnant.
Billy's pregnant now.
Mm-hmm.
She got knocked up. I wonder if she's even dating anybody. She just got knocked up by somebody.
She's like, my friend did it, so I'm going to. We're besties. We do everything together.
It's like the Bellas. Like Nikki just married some dude to get pregnant. It's like, do me.
Didn't she get pregnant before they married?
They might not be married. For all I know, I have no idea. Ooh. Overwhelming power and force. You mean that she's fat?
Oh my God!
Well, I mean, they could have used the right language.
Overwhelming power and force.
That's what I'm going to use at the store. One of these days. Overwhelming power and force opening that door. Oh, God. Shayna just crushed her own head. How would it crush her, Michael? What would crush her? Oh, you mean the fat girl landed on him? Like, just say it how it is.
Sophie says, I think 2019 people
Watch her
about the
head.
Mania
Watch her head.
where Sasha cried.
Are you watching her head?
Her leg
Tailbone to
landed
the
on her.
face. Come on, Nia. Stand up.
Sophie says, I think 2019 Piccola that the Mania where Sasha cried like a baby backstage because she lost to the Iconics. Sophie says, it seemed like they had plans for the female tag division, but I don't know what happened. And the Iconics were released like months after they won at that Mania. Billy and Peyton were pregnant right after they got released from the WWE. People's like, yeah, I was thinking of Elimination Chamber in 20. I don't remember.
They didn't get pregnant right after.
No.
I mean, Peyton might have.
Peyton went and did like
She did a modeling show.
Modeling, and like she wrestled a little bit before she got pregnant.
And then Billy, she just kind of did nothing.
I'm pretty sure Billy got pregnant like, she didn't do
I think
anything
she's
that I
still
know of.
pregnant. But I guess she could have had it. I don't remember. But yeah. Sean Spears knocked up the one. He might have knocked them both up for all I know. Oh, thank goodness. Nia wins.
And I was like, I sit on you. Pickle's like, 2019. Sophie's like, what was the year Shayna killed all the women in an Elimination Chamber match?
No idea.
I don't know.
Was it 20?
Yeah.
When she
20.
bit Becky. Here comes Becky. She said she can have her. Why was she opening her wounds, you think? Like she had cut her, maybe? Nia wisely rolls out. She just had a match. You can't blame her. Becky's acting like she's all tough now. Like, look how tough I am. It's like, dude, I just was in a 12-minute match. What were you doing in the back? Giving hand jobs for bus
Looks
fare?
like she was struggling to get into her pantyhose.
Right. That's all I'm saying. She was probably giving hand jobs for bus fare. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, it's my time to go out there. It's a thing, by the way.
Give me hand jobs for bus fare?
Yeah.
I believe it. They're gonna really suck on this dick for a while, aren't they?
Sucking it. Are you talking about Becky? Be nice. Seth will be jealous.
She's not sucking. She's hand jobbing. Completely different.
He could give her a bus pass, probably. But that's not what she's actually looking for.
So he says, not right after, but they both got pregnant when they worked Impact for a little bit. Film is in the chat again, says, I am sick and tired of Becky Lynch wearing the exact same attire over and over again. Please change it, please. People is like, has Xia Li push stopped indefinitely?
You know, I don't know. I didn't watch the NXT where she wrestled.
Yeah.
For the title. I'm assuming she didn't win. And so they pushed her to the top. She wrestled Charlotte and then the girl on NXT, the Irish lass kicker.
Tyra.
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. What do you want to bet they keep him away from The Miz? Since he's trying to say he's the best on the mic.
Fuck him. Sophie says Becky versus Nia, that could be a good Royal Rumble match or a match they could do before the pay-per-view.
Yeah?
Sophie says right now people are loving the CM Punk return, but some people didn't like his first promo back, though. And Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging out with us. And Piccolo says, bye-bye, Walterino. Sophie says, wonder how long until the fans start to turn their back on CM Punk. Bryce says, honestly, I want to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Oh, man, that would be a great match at WrestleMania 40. DIY.
Why is she in wrestling gear if she's pregnant?
Who knows?
Look, that indie wrestling's the tallest one out of the bunch, except for
The two
the
other
Imperiums,
guys.
Yeah. Two out of three falls match we have to watch next.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, don't mess it up. Bryce is like, yes, let's go DIY. Piccolo's like, who dat?
Hooda, 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 hooda.
Are you talking about DIY? That's Ciampa and Mr. Spaghetti. And if you're talking about the pregnant one, that's Mrs. Spaghetti. Sophie says, so they are going to do what they did for Orton with Punk because the commentators were asking what brand Punk will sign and which general manager will sign him. And Bryce says, Indy Hartwell is very pretty. Piccolo says, Indy Hartwell had potential, I guess.
I never saw it. Never understood it myself, the allure of her. Other than she just was there forever.
Hmm.
In NXT. Because they finally gave her the title and then took it off of her.
Yeah, she broke her ankle. Chris says, Spaghetti wife, go back to the kitchen. And Sophie says, I thought she was pregnant, but I guess that was false. Oh,
Yeah.
False information, Sophie.
Oh,
No.
my.
Ruined my night completely. I'm going to have to get out the air and go split my wrist.
I was super excited. But now I'm sad.
Now my life is completely ruined. Forever.
Who's going to be in that final spot? NXT.
So it says 2 out of 3 falls DIY are famous for this type of match. Chris is like Drip Kaiser. And Bryce says, I'm not going to be surprised if Jon Moxley comes back to WWE now. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it, but I feel like he doesn't want to come back. I don't know unless it's something changes.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to come back. I mean, I don't see any spot for him there again.
He can't do any of his blood stuff on it
And
at all.
He's not showing any talent in AEW. I mean, he's cutting himself up and bleeding and making that part of the show. But he's not showing anything special. He's not doing killer promos. He's not really doing much. So I don't know what he would bring other than blood, which they're not going to do. So
Yeah. Piccolo's like, damn it. And Sophie's like, where's Dexter Loomis? And as Piccolo says, under your bed.
yeah, watch out for behind you. He could be out the window. I've seen that. He did it to The Miz.
Mm-hmm. Being a creeper. And drawing pictures of people. Stalker.
Yeah, if you come into your bedroom and there's a picture of yourself painted watching TV, it's him. About a thing. Jacksonville with a touchdown.
Chris says, plus Mox is slowly just becoming an entrance, which is effed up, man. And
Yeah.
Sophie says, yesterday marks 5 years since Dean Ambrose came out looking like Bane. Bug flying around. Chris. Go away, bug.
I'm Bane.
Who's Bane?
He's the guy on Spider-Man. No, we'll get there. Batman.
Oh.
He's kind of like a bad guy. He has a really deep voice, and it's kind of cool. He's like, what's he say? You may be a friend of the dark, but I was born in the dark, or whatever. That's what that's saying.
Oh.
What's that?
Piccolo says, see the entire classic BS overtake several untapped storylines. Basically. Sophie says, I could see John Moxley come back to the WWE if the show goes into the Hall of Fame one day.
Well, yeah, I mean, he could show up. I'm not going to say he's never going to be on a TV again. WWE. And money talks. If he smokes all of his money away or drinks it all away or whatever he does, snorts it all away, then he'll sign wherever he can. And Vince already put in a drug policy thing that says any ex-WWE superstar that needs treatment, he'll pay for it. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter. I mean, he would pay for Moxley's right now. Or Jeff Hardy's. Or anybody else that needs it. Anybody else a druggie?
Piccolo's like, he's the dude who broke Batman's back.
He's a dude
Like,
disguised
for real?
as a dude playing another dude. In the cartoon or in the comic book.
Oh.
I don't know if it happened in the movie. I just remember he was in a hole. And Bane, like, looked down the hole. It was like the hole in the middle of nowhere. It's like a giant room underground. Batman finally gets out of it. He, like, blaze up. He's like...
Chris says Ryan Garcia versus Daniel Garcia.
Yeah. In boxing or what? Or just wrestling? Ryan Garcia did win this weekend.
Sophie says on one episode of Raw, Dean Ambrose came out with a mask.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. The Bane. G.O. Vinci. There it is. It's official. We're underway. The Orc versus the German. Or whatever he is.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this fight could happen in Middle Earth. He kind of looks like an elf. He could be an elf. Because the elves were pretty tall in that.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one's definitely an orc.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess he could be the other one, too. What was the other one? That redheaded guy? Toss me.
A dwarf?
The dwarf. He could be a dwarf. Because he kind of has that structure, too. No, he's not as strong, though.
Mm-mm.
Don't get me wrong. He does look like Hermie, too.
He does.
But...
not as much as the other one.
he's huge. Like, the other one's a tiny dude. Like, he's 5 foot, maybe 6, 7. He probably looks up to Johnny Gargano.
And so says, do you think Chris Jericho could be the first AEW talent to get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
In AEW? Or WWE? Or both? But yeah, I mean, I think that he would be their inaugural Hall of Famer. Because he's going to be old and retired, but he was their longest champion at the time that he was champion, and I think he was the first champion. Is he a 2-time champion, or did he just have it the once? I think he just had it the one time.
I don't know.
The Ocho. What a great tag.
Chris says, oh shit, not gonna lie, Da Vinci has drip tonight with the white boots. Sophie says Liam Neeson played Bane in one of the Batman movies. And Sophie says, I meant to get into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, Jericho getting there. Once he retires or goes back to WWE, he could do like
Ric Flair's already in there. Been there, done that.
Yeah, Rick's in the Hall. I think
Hall of
Arn
Fame,
Anderson.
and he's in AEW, so he's basically the first AEW talent to get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That doesn't count. Arn Anderson was there
Totally.
for...
Him too. He was there first. And it does count.
And Tully.
Yeah. All those guys.
Tully was there. That doesn't
WWE
count.
inducted Hall of Famers.
Right, but they didn't wrestle.
No, they did.
Rick hasn't. Ooh.
They did. They wrestled. Aaron wrestled. Tully wrestled. May not have been like multiple matches, but they did.
I'm gonna stab you. Stab. Stab. Are you trying to put it in my nose? Food doesn't look good to me.
Look how big into that one is. Let's stuff that one up
I
your
used to
nose.
take those, and I would take my He-Man guys, and it would be a club, and I'd whack the other He-Man guys with it. Then I'd get in trouble because there was chips all in them. Then I'd have to get the vacuum out.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do that.
Nobody.
Piccolo said he'd be right back. Sophie says we also got the Creed brothers versus JD and Dom. Tony Khan said he already has the main event planned for All Out 24. Brandon wants Tegan Knox to marry him. And Piccolo says one time. Feels like Edge. Chris says Ric Flair is even in the TNA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Rick's everywhere.
Piccolo's like Mark Henry. Sophie's like, I wouldn't be surprised if AEW starts a Hall of Fame next because Impact and WWE both have one.
Yeah, but it hasn't been around but only, 4 years? You can't have a Hall of Fame in 4 years.
Sophie's like, Sting.
Round 1 over. At 4:42.
Sophie's like, Big Show isn't in the Hall of Fame yet.
The big slow.
Pickle's like, Billy Gunn. Remember the whole Hunter ragging on AEW, the small company he works for?
And not to mention, he is in the Hall of Fame, and he's active. So there's quite a few. Didn't they just lose? Or was it them that won? Yeah, they just lost. Why were they cheering?
They're idiots.
They're like the functional retarded.
Basically.
With an IQ of 40, can be trained to do mundane tasks.
Maybe that's why. That's why they did it.
Because they're losers?
Basically.
Can't do it.
It's like Edge is in the Hall of Fame. People like Reggie White. So it's like, it would be interesting what an AEW Hall of Fame will entail. People, David Robinson.
Some Hall of Famers for sure. Magic Johnson's in there too.
Tell me, who's Reggie White?
Oh, you don't know who Reggie White is?
I was like, oh, I thought we were rattling off dudes. Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Hall of Fame.
But
sure.
is he in the Hall of Fame?
He's better be.
But is he an active AEW?
No. What was Roger's?
Talent.
What was Roger's wife's name?
Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica. She was a smoke show.
Sophie's like, didn't Impact start a Hall of Fame after 4 or 5 years of its existence?
Impact. Oh, I have no idea. It's weird to have a Hall of Fame. What they need to do is all get together and just have a wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And make it kind of hard to get into. Not just anybody that's ever been on TV.
Right. So besides Sting is also in the Impact Hall of Fame. And Piccolo says Eric Bischoff technically was in an AEW segment and is an HOFer.
Yep.
See?
When's that come out? I feel like that's not the thing you want to be proud of. It says the directors of Harry Potter is like, ugh, that shit was bad.
Yeah.
I watch those every time I watch. Well, I've only watched maybe each one of them once all the way through, but I've seen so much of the parts of them. I'm like, oh my god, how can people even watch that shit? You have no idea what's going on. There's no way they could know what's going on. They're like, oh, it's just Harry tries to kill Voldemort, and then he kills him at the end. No.
Yeah, no.
Well, first of all, he doesn't kill him.
True.
Voldemort kills himself. And then, why would you change Harry breaking the Elder Wand and throwing it away?
I don't know.
Why would you do that? That's so stupid. That did not happen. He fixed his wand, and then he reburies the Elder Wand with Dumble.
As it should be, because it needs to belong there.
Right, but it's his still. So when he dies, it'll be nobody's. Unless one of his sons kills him in his sleep. I was thinking about that. That's how you can keep that
The
going.
one that goes to Slytherin.
Severus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pickle's like, LOL. That would be Bad Bunny. Dang, so close. Jessica Rabbit? Except it says Snoop Dogg was in AEW for an episode, and he is a Hall of Famer.
Kind of Hall of Fame is he? Oh, did he go in WWE Hall of Fame? I don't remember. But I do remember him. He was also at WrestleMania, wrestled The Miz.
Yeah.
On an impromptu match that was not planned at all.
Truth.
After McMahon blew out his quads, he couldn't wrestle, so literally Snoop Dogg just decided to freestyle. And he's just like, fuck it. I'll do some rock moves. That's all I know. Oh, shit. And being in WWE, you can use those moves and not be worried about it. Oh, Gargano, you cheating son of a bitches.
Pickle says, oh, thanks for the DM the other day. And I believe there was another earthquake that happened. Wow.
Was it Aftershock or another earthquake? That would be crazy. The world's over. It's ending. Come on, Emporium.
So if he says 2023 has been a fire year regarding wrestling. Imagine Corbin winning the NXT championship at that pay-per-view on Saturday.
We could only hope, huh?
He should win it.
Well, anything's better than the midgets that they've been using as champions this year. They had that Hayes, or is that his name? Hayes?
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Hayes, and then after him they got Hermie. Dragunov. Or Dragunov, or whatever the hell his name is. Iliada, Dragunov. 2, and thank goodness. Backdrop. Are the Bengals going to score here and tie this game up? Looks like it. It's a tie matchup on the Monday Night Football game.
Oh, look at them. They're like, we practice all these moves that we've never got to do.
You know, the Bengals are actually a really good team. If they had their quarterback, they would be a top team.
Then why are they 5'6"?
Because they lost their quarterback, Burrows. And they started the season off pretty slow. They're the only team that... I don't know if Burrows has ever lost to what's his name? Mahomes?
Oh.
But I know he has a winning record against Mahomes. Get him! Get him! Oh, no. Hurricane Rana.
Pickle is like, he and the G's up, hose down Hall of Fame.
Hey, that's what I used to say. That's my nickname for my friends.
So if it says, thanks to RVD appearances in AEW, WWE doesn't want him to appear at Mania 40.
They literally call me G's Up all the time. That was my name.
Pickle's like, who gonna live stream that garbage?
What is it?
I don't know, some garbage.
What kind of garbage?
Oh no, Piccolo, what's the garbage? Robbie says this is a long-ass matchup. And Sophie says, can you believe this show is flying by fast? We are like an hour and a half away.
Really? I would have never guessed.
Because I totally forgot MNF happened. Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I was watching it over there. It's a tie matchup. Tie game, 14-14. All these triple threat matches always go to a tie. It's stupid. Slapped him.
What do you mean a tie?
It's 1-1. The winner of the next fall wins. It's 2 out of 3 fall. So it's you win 1, I win 1, and then whoever wins the last one. Sneak attack.
Sophie says, why are they keep teasing an Imperium breakup? People's like, time is only a construct, Sophie. And people's like, NXT deadline? Is that what you're talking about? Who's going to live stream that garbage?
The 9th. Now, I won't be streaming it, but I'll watch it on the 9th or whatever it is. I think there's something else that day. Is that this Sunday?
Concerning today is the 4th, yes.
Is it Sunday then? Or is it Saturday?
It was 5 days from now.
I don't know.
It's Saturday.
Oh, it's Monday. So it is Saturday. Devin Haney fights this Saturday, so that's going to be a hard one for me to watch. But I can do it.
Sophie says, when a short match happens, people complain. When a long match happens, people complain.
Right, and that's the point. So just make good matches. Don't worry about the time they last. And that's it. Because everybody's going to complain. It's actually the athletes, like this DIY or whatever. Cut these guys. You can probably keep Ciampa. And then you don't have to worry about how long the match is because they won't be in it.
Fuck off.
God, that's gay. 15-11. I'm so happy. A lot of gayness. Are you gay?
They just want to throw things at my TV.
Scissor?
Oh.
You can scissor. Scissor daddy.
Boo! Boo! Oh. Boo! DIY garbage.
They just need to get rid of Da Vinci.
Fuck them. Garbage. Like, look at our 5 NXT fans out there. Losers.
That's really rude. Yeah, but it's true, so it's not rude. Her hair is weird as fuck.
No knees?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hideous.
Like, I get having, like, multicolored hair and stuff. That's cool. But that's weird looking. Like she's in a circus.
Fucking Chelsea.
Why is she so mean to Chelsea?
I don't know.
Kind of a dick thing to do.
Pickle's like, I have this cup of coffee in my microwave, but don't plan on getting up and drinking.
Ugh.
Damn it.
Been
Is
there.
it because it's been in the microwave too long?
Was it from this morning?
Bryce says, go, DIY, go. And Bryce is like, and Pickle says, maybe I'll heat it up again and procrastinate. Yucky. Yucky. Pickle, yucky. And Bryce is like, yes, they won. Let's go. Pickle's like, when did you learn that haiku? Dope wrestling poetry. Do it. You won't. Throw stuff. already hate it.
Dip to pee.
Just, no.
Why are you shaking? Why are you eating this for food? It's making a tummy ache. Yuck, yuck, and yuck. Do you want me to go heat up
I had
a
an
piece
apple.
of pork? Oh, it's still not dinner food. Want a piece of cow? Sweet baby Ray's. Ketchup on the side.
Ew.
Couple
Gross.
pieces of pear
Nasty.
with ketchup. Uh-oh. He picked it up and threw it anyways.
What the fuck?
Did he complete it? I don't think he did because they're punting. Can't touch him. Don't touch him. Not touch him.
No touchy.
How many more do you have?
I don't know. I haven't.
You're too scared to look.
No, I just haven't counted them. I have a pair right here I need to put in there.
I gotta watch this movie. Do you remember it?
White Christmas.
It's a longer one, but it's good.
He was like, it's honestly funny how I thought I was tired. You thought you were tired, so you made coffee? You're funny. And you're like, and I'm not that tired. Like, all jacked up, man.
Well, yeah.
You're like, I'm jacked up on fun, bitches. Jacked up on motherfucking fun. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Travis is like, you should eat real food instead of garbage.
A lot of people will do that. Eat real food. This
Holiday
Lowe's
season.
Dude's Warehouse.
Dude warehouse?
Yeah, they call it Dude's Warehouse.
Is that where you find dudes? Do you find men there? Do women shop for men? Is that how they do it? Is they find men there? Pico's like, hey, by the way, do you drink decaffeinated or not? I don't. I don't drink decaffeinated Picola. I only drink coffee on the weekends. I only have like a cup of coffee on the weekends. And
Usually
sometimes
goes
I don't
in the
even do
same.
that. Sometimes I only drink part of my cup. I'm really bad about soda too. Like, it's why I don't drink it, because in all reality,
You need those
all I
6-inch
really
cans.
want is like a couple of sips. That's it.
You need to get those little kid cans.
I do. I don't really drink a lot of that kind of stuff.
The question is would you
And I-
finish it?
I don't know.
A little kid's Coke?
Probably. I guess. I don't know. Anyways. But so no, I don't really drink decaffeinated coffee because I don't drink coffee all the time. Kind of stuff. Feels like if I could live off of pork rinds and Yoo-hoo, then that would be my diet. Are they plain pork rinds or are you doing flavored pork rinds?
Rack Roth. Are they counting her stepdad as a wrestler, or was her real dad a wrestler?
They say second generation superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever Rodriguez was, I'm guessing. Isn't that her stepdad?
I don't think that's her real last name.
I know it's not.
But her stepdad is the giant Gonzalez.
Oh. That's right. She was Gonzalez in NXT. Right?
Oh, Gonzalez here.
And then when she came up, they made her change.
Yeah. But I don't know if her dad wrestled. They're in the back doing squats, and they have a match coming up.
They're dumb weirdos.
The dude with the weird hair they were at the airport, and the little girl,
Uh-huh.
she was carrying the bags, like 2 big bags, and he was walking, and he turned around, and he went and got the bags from her, like a gentleman.
Uh-huh.
And then he got behind her and jumped on her back, so she had to give him a piggyback ride.
Oh, jeez.
So she was carrying the bags and him. Maxine!
Pickles like, depends. Barbecue is good. Also salt and vinegar. Pork rinds, huh?
Let's do it. Put that team together. She's basically Tiffany Stratton. She talks like her and moves like her. Just doesn't get the boob job.
Oh, Lord, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Careful. She's got the wiggle legs.
Yeah, she do. It's weird. Chris is
Oh,
like,
God.
Maxine
It
looking
is
nice
again.
tonight. It's our trip! What's up, y'all?
Almost
LCD
flat.
screen.
Almost flat
LCD.
TV.
Almost flat TV. LCD screen. Oh.
Right? Take it easy, man.
I'll get out of our clubhouse.
But we need to tighten up on security.
Ooh. We're going to get in so much trouble.
That's a big dude. Look at that dude.
Hey, there's that NPC white boy that people was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's on that one
Non-politically
team.
correct.
Yep. Looking for the rabbit ears for his almost flat screen.
Only
People's like,
Michael Cole
our
would get that
our
joke.
truth, you gotta grab some old bunny ears. That's what they just said. Rabbit ears.
No,
Oh, are
you're
we?
not.
Oh my God, we're so in for a treat of what? Nothing? You're in for a treat of nothing.
Tegan and Natalia.
This. Film's like, what time is it?
Flashlight time. Or whatever they're blowing out their guns.
Bubblegum?
Hey, that was Reggie White.
It's finish my motherfucking hot pad time. Did
Did you guys see the Eagles run into that monster known as the 49ers this weekend?
Yeah, it was crazy. They lost.
I was like, holy shit. I was watching that game. I figured it would be close, like a nail biter the whole way through.
I thought so too.
49ers could just score at will. How do you know his name's Will? I don't know his name. It's a figure of speech. All right, well.
Film's like Starfish Heaven. I can't wait to see some hot ladies today. Pico's like, that's not how you spell comet. Not with a K? Huh. HCW Backyard Wrestling Archive
What?
is in the chat.
Well, thanks for joining us, Backyard.
How you doing? Says, how do you decide which hat to wear? Thinky face.
I don't even wear hats.
Travis forgot how to wear
I love
hats.
guns and titties. You can do that one.
He doesn't usually wear any of the ones off the wall.
Yeah. It's a pain in the butt, but sometimes I do. Every once in a while, like at a pay-per-view or something, I'll wear one.
He has a wild hair.
I just would like to get the Raw red hat. So if you know anybody that has that Raw red hat from like 2019 or whatever, hook me up.
People's like, seriously, the Eagles got wrecked, son.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
It was like 42 to 19.
It was insane.
And those last 6 points they scored, they were kind of just given.
They're like, it's okay.
It was more like 42 to 13.
It's okay. We'll let you. Thanks, guys, for making it so it look like we tried a little.
Like, hey, what does everybody want? What does everybody need?
What is it?
Head.
Ew. It's gross.
That was his thing.
Oh.
Head. He carried a head. His name was Al Snow.
Backyard says, are you guys from Philly? Nah,
No.
man, we ain't from Philly. We're from Idaho.
I was born and raised there, though.
In
and
the
I went to
hood?
live with my uncle.
In California?
In Bel Air.
You're such a poop.
East Philadelphia, born and raised.
Backyard says, dude, Al Snow was over in ECW. Like, over as in he did well.
Over is in like good, or over is in like, oh my god, it's over.
Like, he was a has-been and old and stab. I'm just kidding.
It's so over.
Pickle's like, head. Backyard says, watching back the tapes, the entire crowd went crazy.
Yeah, just like that Ryan guy. I can never remember his first name.
Joey?
Joey. Don't be remembering wrestlers' names to make me look bad.
I think it was Joey.
It is. I'm just teasing. Well, I didn't know his name, but...
Oh. Backyard's like, over as in good. Well, that's cool. At least he got somewhere and did something. People liked him with his little
Did you guys
gimmick of
watch the Texas
cool.
game and get to see Jade Cargill and The Undertaker handing out championship belts to the players and people and stuff?
Yeah, she handed it out to the halftime guy who did the music stuff or whatever entertainment dude was there.
Uh-huh.
I saw. Now we know what she's been doing. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Promoting herself. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
And you're welcome.
Pickle's like, did you spend time on the playground most of your days, Travis?
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah. We used to play all sorts of like chicken fighting and... So you guys remember chicken fighting? Did you guys chicken fight?
Are you talking about on the monkey bars?
Mm-hmm. We had to hold on.
Yeah, where you had to like grab the other person with your legs. You're like,
Try to yank 'em off. I was king of that.
That's funny. Frauds.
Natalia got shorts on and a smaller top tonight.
Wow.
She's bringing sexy back. Although she looks like a cab driver with her hat. Well, she took it off, so it doesn't matter.
Why is she getting all excited and pointing fingers and jumping up
Maybe
and down?
she knew somebody.
Maybe she needs some money.
I said knew somebody. Maybe she needs some money. Keep jumping, Natalia. Shake it. Fans are going to start throwing what? Jesus.
Sorry. I thought that's what you said.
Maybe she needs some money.
This match started, by the way.
It is official.
Natalia, no knees out there against Katana and...
Carter.
Oh, Carter, okay.
Katana and Carter,
I was
right?
going to say Darcy, but that wasn't right.
It's not Darcy. This Katana, I don't know if you guys know, but you can watch her on OnlyFans. She does shower scenes, and she has to jump around in the shower to get wet. That's how skinny she is.
Katana. Well,
It's
no
not
wonder.
not
No wonder what's his face isn't with her anymore.
It's not true. It's a joke.
Ricochet.
You have to jump around in the shower to get wet because she's so small.
Ah, jeez. These ladies are really bringing it.
Oh! Katana got her with those legs!
But the boobs saved her, so it's fine.
Right in the chin. I don't know what chins you were looking at. But those are titties. I would never be on the receiving end of that. Wayne. Michael.
Oh,
Wayne.
I thought Wade. Wade Barrett. She's calling him Wayne.
Wayne?
Michael is, what is his name? Mitchell? Or whatever she calls him. Matthew?
Wayne. Yeah.
Wayne and Matthew.
Wayne and
She doesn't even
Matthew.
call them by their names. She's just like, fuck it.
Tegan. What is Tegan doing? Attack.
Oh, she finally decided
Oh,
she
she
should
tagged
use her
herself
hands.
in.
Robbie's like, wow, laughing at people's like a little she's if Brooklyn Brawler and Legally Blonde had a baby. Robbie's like, she does OnlyFans and I'm dead. Pickle's like, feet pics. Robbie's like, spaniel's ears. Oh god.
I like Chelsea's hair. They should just show Chelsea this whole match.
Yeah, why are we seeing this? We should just watch her.
She's even got like highlights in there and stuff. Greatest book ever.
She's the other.
It's Dale Carnegie. It's the author.
Whatever. It's fucking
Chelsea Green. It's the author of How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm actually the author of that one. He's like, oh, we must have different copies.
Awesome. That's perfect. That's fucking funny shit. You should try that book out. I am actually the author. Oh, I must not have your copy. People's like, they're on helium, the two on broadcast.
Yeah.
Were they sucking on Natalia's boobies? Shame on them.
Couple babies. They're about the right size. Well, the one is. Uh-oh. She's got him by the coochies. Oh, shit.
Or is like
You okay?
feet and elbow picks. Chelsea's like, that seemed violent.
Yeah, well, Carter landed. Shit. She landed on her side. I was waiting for her shoulder to be separated. Is she okay? Watch her, see? Ugh.
Oh, yeah, she did land all weird.
It's her right shoulder, and she is kind of babying it a little bit. Women can't handle that kind of stuff. Oh, she's fine. She's fine. If she can pick her body up with it, she's fine. Come on, Natalia. Roll her through. Why do I have to cheer for Natalia's team? Oh, yeah, because I don't like this other team either.
No knees!
3 women in this match I could care less about.
No knees, no knees, no knees. Pickle's like, they knocked each other's heads on the replay. Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Oh, good for them. I'm okay with that. That was 4 minutes and 50 seconds. They must not have cared too much about the women after the 12-minute match earlier.
Ooh. Or is like Natalia feeding for a life? Definitely. She needs money.
Oh, no. Chelsea's down.
Oh, no, poor Chelsea.
Zoom in on them.
Zoom in on her
Falling.
falling and plight.
Well, they did it. Yay.
Mine. Chris is like, keep jumping. Sounds like, all right, I'm glad they won.
Oh, there's Cody.
He seems happy.
He's going to confront Shinsuke.
Oh my gosh.
He's live next on Raw.
Wow. Live, huh?
He's going to say, what do you want to talk about, wherever they're at.
Where are they at?
He'll say.
Okay.
If you pay attention. I have no idea.
All right, Films like great. Time for me to go, Mr. Travis Big Hugs, Big Heart. God bless America and WWE. All right, Film. Well, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, hon. You have a good rest of your night. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Pickle says, I bet Brett is hated. Her BFF is getting more airtime on the Fed.
Ooh.
I bet Britt is heated. Her BFF is getting more airtime on the Fed.
Is her best friend Chelsea?
Oh, Film says, bye, peace out. God bless. Missy's, oh, thank you. Bryce says, bye, Film. And Pico's like, happy holidays, Film. Hope to see you next time.
I'm so ready for the Olympics. I just wish there was certain people not in it and other people not there competing. And
Me
other people.
too.
But I just love track and field. I think the older I get, the more I want to watch it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I used to love gymnastics. That's not happening. And then I like figure skating.
Figures.
That's the only thing that I watch in the winter ones. I don't mind the skiing and I'll pretty much watch any sport, but when
But
it's
liking it is a different
Right.
story.
The figure skating, watch Russia just destroy everybody else.
Yeah, and then get put on the no-nos because of it. Ew, you guys are terrible. Bleh, we hate you. We're going to tear you down as much as possible.
That's
Because you guys win.
they'll probably ban them from this Olympics altogether.
Probably, because they're assholes.
Well, that's what they did in the last one.
Basically.
They let them have their own, group, though. Remember they were the
Yeah, they had to be
white team?
some kind of
It was
weird
the
name or
ROA
some shit.
something.
Yeah, something like that. Pickle's like, okay, you ready for some TikTok game shiznit?
I'm always ready.
Always ready. Ready. Robbie says, Chelsea bouncing like a ball on the apron. And Pickle's like, yep, they were a tag team in the Indies.
Did not know that. Well, that's cool.
Who was it?
Chelsea Green and Britt Baker.
Oh. I didn't even know Britt Baker was in the Indies. I thought she was a dentist.
Yeah, well, she had to learn that stuff.
Did you say she had to learn bad stuff?
That stuff.
Oh.
Is this what I...
What is that?
Yeah, I think this is for the modern NES console. Yeah, that's bigger. And then you put the little games in this one.
Oh.
And then put it in. These are the Japanese games. But what I wanted was the opposite. I wanted this side to be the Japanese side and this side to be the full size.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy even emailed us and talked to us about it and said he'd send it and then still sent me this.
Yep. Yeah, they're not smart. All right. P-Hall says, okay, so I'll name a significant match or win from any year. There's a dud or two. Okay. Robbie says, did I miss CM Punky? Oh, guess I fell asleep. No, he's not on until
Friday.
So you can still be awake for it next time. Lucky you.
Woo! But now I can buy the Japanese games. They're cheaper on eBay. So if I wanted something, I could just buy it.
Nice. Okay. Peel says 1. Starcade 85, Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair.
I'm just going to go put it at the top. Number 1. Because that would be a hard one to beat.
2. Ric Flair wins the 92 Royal Rumble.
4. I didn't like him in WWE.
Wrestle Kingdom 11, Okada versus Omega.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I can go 5 on that one. And now I just gotta fill up 2s and 3. There's probably gonna be a couple duds. Unless that was the dud.
Robbie, 8 on that for me.
8. Who won it?
I don't know.
Whoa!
It's Cody Rhodes coming down to the ring to talk to the people.
The people. Not the fake people.
He was attacked by Shinsuke Nakamura, and now he's going to talk about it because he got to talk about it. He wants to be the first in the Royal Rumble.
Not in it. He wants to declare himself first. You don't ever want to be the first guy in the Rumble. It's a shitty place to be.
Then he got spit on by a crazy person. All right.
Could have been AIDS.
Next, SummerSlam 2012. Brock versus Triple H no DQ match.
I love the idea of the match, but I'm pretty sure that Triple H won that match. So I'll go 2 just because who's in it. And then just hope the other one's not better. The poison mist. He's talking about Muda. I watched it too, Cody.
Piccolo says he thinks it believes that it was Okada that won that match. Robbie says, good for Cody, might knock some sense into his hollow head. And the last one is 2007 Hell in a Cell match, Undertaker versus Batista for the WHC.
Perfect. Yeah, put that
3.
one at 3. Fill in that hole. I'm okay with that. Order. Could have moved Flair up 1 maybe, but it's all good. I didn't like him in WWE. I just felt like he didn't belong. Like he just didn't. He wasn't their type of guy.
Because he was a weird showman.
Yeah, it was just different. Just a different type of guy.
What is that? What are the 2 things? You could emerge like a butterfly.
We plummet. Crash.
Why is
We
he miming a
emerge.
plane crash? Are you dancing a plane crash?
Oh, you speak English? Yeah, yeah. They came from off the reserve?
They came from off the reserve. Ah.
Can't come from off the reserve. Are you crazy? It's hunters. Kale.
Got it.
Ah. I made your eyes burn last week.
Sophie says most of the people on the roster now were part of the roster when CM Punk first walked out of the company almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Piccolo says, man, this Will has some heavy hitters. Wow. Robbie's like, nah, 9 for me was a slow match. Sophie says Shinsuke versus Cody. Do you think they will do that match at the Rumble or the pay-per-view after it?
Holy shit. I think they'll do it before then. You think they're going to keep this up for another month and a half? That's a long build. I mean, I guess they could come to a conclusion, but I think they'll wrestle before that. So, Rumble. I definitely don't think they're going to do it in Australia.
Oh, let's see. Piccolo's like, good ranking. Blood Ninja's in the chat. Hey, Blood Ninja, how's it going tonight? How you doing? Says, hello, I'm here.
Good to see you here.
Good deal. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Simply phenomenal. Why are
Simply
they showing all this
phenomenal. I don't know, because it's a buildup of how Cody became poo-pooey.
Oh, we suffered the same humiliation.
Not the same humiliation.
Graced pages, unwritten. I'm the devil in your head that whisper. You'll never make it back there. But now you have awoken me. Inspire me. And I'm here to be a burden to you. Wouldn't it be, why would it be unburdened to you? Wouldn't it be a burden, not unburdened?
Oh, yeah, so it depends on what context you use it in.
I'm here to be an unburden to you.
I'm here to unburden you is probably what he meant.
Oh.
Oh, the chat disconnected and then it reconnected.
Boo!
Bastards.
Broken.
Piccolo says, wonder if there will be some more anime. I don't know. Sophie says they probably wrestle at the first Raw of the year. I know, it's pretty cool that they did some anime. I wonder what artists they got to do it.
Who did what? For
The anime
Nakamura?
stuff that they did for,
Nakamura?
No, yeah.
When he wrestled Roman or whatever?
Yeah, or whatever, whoever
Is that what
it
you're
was.
talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the anime we're talking about. Not the anime porn
Who said
on Netflix.
porn?
You did.
What the fuck? I did not.
Yeah, you did. I heard you. You said porn.
No, I did not.
What'd you say? Porn? Torn.
Wrestling something?
Anime. Porn.
Don't even use that word. You can go back and watch every ounce of footage we've ever done, and you will not hear me say porn.
Why?
Anime
You just
porn.
said it.
Well, now.
And you said it again. I want my money back.
What's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
I don't know. Probably all of the ones that he doesn't sing. Just kidding.
I will leave. I'm offended. It's happened. I have become offended. I know what it feels like that.
Yeah, so we said they probably wrestle at the first of the year. Yeah? Wait 4 weeks?
Shelter of the Storm. Shelter from the Storm is my favorite. But there's that's my favorite. There's like 30 songs that are classic.
Chris says, sad Naka eliminated Roman to win the Rumble. Now look at him. Robbie says, no one has time for long drawn-out feuds with Cody. F that ish. Sophie says, if Cody wins the Rumble again, he could be in elite company. Pickle says, tell me more, Sophie. And Sophie's like, so Shinsuke is targeting Cody because they both lost at Mania? Pickle's like, who's the 2-time winners at the Rumble? Chris says, plus...
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Plus, wouldn't Naka want vengeance on Styles, not Cody? Sophie's like, do you think we will see CM Punk versus Cody at some point? Pickle's like, I want a refund. Boo! Sophie says, yeah, and AJ Styles versus Shinsuke happened a while ago. Why wasn't he not mad back then? Blood's like, watch your back. Piccolo says, Shinsuke entrance versus Seth Rollins, shaking my head. Sophie says, yeah, why isn't Shinsuke not going after AJ Styles then? Isn't AJ Styles broken? Can't go after broken people. He ain't back yet. God, he's not eating anymore.
Why didn't he eat?
Oh, God. I hope somebody told him no on that.
Oh, they have ideas. They're going to shoot some ideas around. That's pretty cool. They're idea type people.
All the ideas. What match is this one supposed to be?
This is for the Tag Team Championships of the World.
Oh, it's those Creed
Brothers
guys
versus the
Judgment Day Wieners. Wieners.
Wait, it can't be for the Tag Team Championships.
Oh.
It's just a tag team match.
Oh.
Because Finn Balor and
Oh.
the champions. It's a number one contenders match, though. So if these two win, they wrestle their brothers.
Oh, gosh. They wrestle their brothers?
Mm-hmm. Their family brothers. Look at this floor. This one's even... Well, at least it's darker colors than the other one.
Is this the same game?
It can't be.
Oh, it's a different game. What the fuck is going on with the floors of the basketball games?
It's that tournament.
Oh.
That in-season tournament thing.
Oh, that shit.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. It's like they're playing on the WNBA floors.
No. So it's like Randy Orton. Robbie says, and that is how to do a promo. Cody, what a boring C. Sophie says, Hulk Hogan also won 2 Rumbles. Blood Ninja's like, he can't yeet no more. Copyright issue. Oh, he can't yeet no more?
Are you serious?
They copyrighted it, so...
Who's they? And that's cool if it's true.
Who has that as a thing? Is that Kanye? Is he the yeet dude?
I didn't think you could just do a word.
I didn't think you could.
He had shirts and everything. Did their lawyers not look into it?
You would think they would have.
Or are you just fucking with us?
I think you're fucking with us.
I feel like there's some fuckery going on. It's supposed to be here Friday.
What is it? What's Friday? Oh. I see.
It looked like it was back in stock.
Oh, really? Damn. They got him back in? Under that seller or somebody else?
I don't see it, so... It did say that I could order it, though, earlier. Maybe they're just selling out again. Like, maybe it was... They had a few. Like, they get a few, and then they sell that quick.
Maybe.
I honestly think this will work.
Oh.
If you look at the processor, it's the same speed. It just doesn't have as much RAM.
Oh.
It's 2, which is fine. Where these ones are 3.
Let's see. Robbie says Sammy got beat into next week. LO Drew is threatening as nerd in school. Sophie says, out of everyone who won that War Games match, how did Jay get the championship match? I don't know. Sophie says, where are Finn and Rhea?
He got the match to piss off Drew. If you didn't see it, Seth told Drew he needs to get in the back of the line, and so he said he was going to wrestle Jay, and that's when Drew blew a gasket and beat him up. And
yeah. Piccolo says, I think Judgment Day should have the Freebird rule.
Me too. That's what I was thinking when they were coming out. Hey, look at this. We got 21-21 in this game.
Sophie says, or the New Day rule. Chris says, maybe they should just give us one last Styles run. He returns and wins Rumble and faces Roman on paper. You know, Styles is the only person who can beat Roman if it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but still have Roman win, or how would your end?
Pico says Dominic is obviously the Michael Hayes of the group. Pico's like, oh, yes, it's that shit. Chris says Yeet is the name of a rapper, so it's copyright now.
So you can't say the word?
Blood Ninja's like, I'm for real. And Sophie's like, I didn't hear anything about that copyright issue. And Pico's like, Yeet, come on, man. This generation. Blood's like, is a trademark issue.
That's hilarious if it's true. And it sounds like it could be, so.
So is it copyright, trademark? Is there a difference? Yes. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There is different. There is a difference. What?
I don't know. You did it, so I followed you. Somebody wants to be my friend, but I don't know if I know
Ew,
what to say.
gross. Yuck.
I hate when people ask to be my friend.
Ew, that's disgusting. People wanting to be your friend. Ew.
It's McKenna's friend.
Ew, gross. Even worse. Don't be friends with children. It's nasty.
They're not children.
They
She's
are
like
children.
18.
Ew. Even worse. What's even worse is you're trying to justify it. Sicko.
You're so weird. Well, it's weird to not accept it when it's your kid's friend.
Like, I'm not gonna be your friend.
Did you know?
You're like, ew.
Did you know her mom is a mail order bride?
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck? From what country?
Russia.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's funny. Is that Shelby?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Well, her dad is rich.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess it would make sense.
Yeah, that's his cars. That Viper, and then that Corvette.
Huh.
And
That's
that-
funny. Let's see. It says, I don't think AJ Styles will win the Rumble. Chris is like, yeah, he wears a ski mask. The rapper? That yeets?
He's
Or
not
is it
Michael
yeet?
Irvin's son, is it? Have you heard Michael Irvin rat on his son? His son's like this gangster rapper. And he like says his rapper name. And he's like, you grew up in a 20,000 foot gated house in a gated community. Because he's talking about the thug life and living on the street. Michael Irvin's talking about it. You're like, dude, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot house in a gated community. He's like, when did any of this ever happen to you?
Right? With white people.
In these videos, he's all got a gun and he's all like rapping and like angry and shit. He's like, mm-hmm.
His dad will call him out for being a twat. That's funny. Yeah, there's a match going on, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows.
Not a good one, though.
It's a tag match.
The Creeds are going to win because...
It's Dom and JD.
Yeah,
McDowell.
JD's not good at all,
Oh,
and
McDowell.
Dom is worse, so... And these Creeds are actually pretty decent. They have no personality or anything fun about them, but they're still wrestlers, like they actually know how to move.
Sophie says, but how can the Judgment Day do the Freebird rule with 4 people? Sophie's like, wow, Travis is popular. The Judgment Day should have the NWO rule. Peel's like, I would never be your friend, Travis. I'm a bot.
That's funny. There is no such thing as an NWO rule. They didn't have a rule. They didn't have like 2 of their members be champions. The Freebirds actually rotated their trio around.
That's funny.
Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Hello. Michael P.S. Hayes. Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Bad Street, oh, USA. They seen us coming and they ran the other way. Julius Creed. At least he's got that giant head. So
Maybe they need to tag in R-Truth and give him a chance. That's what Wade said.
That's funny. That dude has a giant head. He just ran right into the cameraman.
Oh, God. Poor cameraman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dominic comes flying in, saves the day for McDowell. God, I can't believe he got that head over like that. But once he did, it whipped. R-Truth's in their corner.
Oh, is he? Oh, there he is. What did he find?
Is
he playing with a belt?
I don't know.
He must have the NXT belt hanging on him.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, he's with him. He's in their corner.
Funny. Oh, God.
We need better security.
Chris is like, yeah, cringe TikTok rappers. People's like, Sophie, you're a piece of work. NWO rules. Get the fuck out here. White NPCs are the worst. Chris says all truth is in Judgment Day. He's a self-appointed person of Judgment Day. He's just hanging out. He's like, hey, I'm here. He's all bringing a TV. His LCD screen, almost flat screen TV. It's pretty funny.
It is. Kenna has a friend named Pete Griffin.
Sure.
What?
Lies.
What? What's his name?
Sure it is.
Pete Griffin. Can you imagine having that name?
It's funny.
Peter Griffin?
Let's see. Piccolo says, that's exactly what I'm saying. Bullshit flag. Robbie says that Judgment Day laughing, and Piccolo says, no, wait. It's the Road Warrior rule, dude. They had a rule, too? Wow, everybody's got rules.
What's the Road Warrior rule?
Yeah, what is it?
There was only 2 of them.
Chris says, Travis, did you like Brother Love interview with the wrestlers? I always liked when he said their names. He would say, welcome, Brother Honky Tonk, or welcome, Brother Dead Man.
Dude, I loved when he first showed up. He was so goofy because he had, the bright red face or whatever and pure white suit. I love you.
That's funny.
Absolutely loved it. Honestly, that shit could have stayed around forever. But that's that Pritchett dude that was in wrestling forever for WWE. Still could be, for all I know. Brian or whatever. Pritchett.
Piccolo says, how does gravity exist when McDowell's huge head flips in a moonsault? I don't think it does.
He just throws it back there and it makes his feet go. It's like those punching bags, where the weight's at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But it's opposite. So when it falls, it flips back around real quick.
Right. Let's see. Piccolo says, spikes on your titles. What? Your titles? Piccolo's like, the old school segments were funny.
What time is it?
8:18.
8:18.
8:18. I was wearing the same thing because I'm like, oh, I should probably go get some more yarn.
Keys? What was your scissors? I was like, what is that? It's all pretty.
Scissors.
Did you have your keys?
No.
Who are you? You know what you could do?
What?
That other fob's in there.
Yeah.
You
Does
just
it
leave
still
it
work?
here in your drawer. Why wouldn't it? It's the same fob.
I don't know.
It has a twin.
Anyways, let's see. Chris says, LOL, Piper promos were always cooked out.
Yeah, in the pit. The Piper's Pit.
And then
That's where Andre turned on Hogan. Was the Piper's Pit.
Jeff is in the chat. Hey, Jeff says, hopefully Cody Rhodes wins the WWE Championship for WrestleMania 40 this coming year.
Yeah, that's what everybody's hoping for.
Jeff.
Unless you're a Roman fan.
Jeff.
It's Jeff.
People's like, oh, having to research on the Big Wheel. I had to rewatch the Mega Powers versus Mega Bucks match on SummerSlam. Oh, you poor thing. It's terrible. You don't know what it's talking about.
Who are the Mega Bucks? Oh, never mind. I know who the Mega Bucks are. Sorry, I couldn't think of who it was. We are in the middle of a match. We got the Creed brothers. I don't know the Creed brothers' individual names, so I'm just going to call them Creed. Look at the suplexes. Welcome to Suplex City. Haven't seen that since Brock Lesnar. He's going to do two. Oh, no. McDowell turned it around. Julius Creed. McDonough throws that head around. Uh-oh. Dominic wisely pulls him down. There it is. A reversed Hurricane Rana. Well, that huge head, anytime that momentum's rolling around like that, there's no way you could stop it. That's unstoppable. Dominic's in there with the tag. McDowell, fuck. Lands right on his back. That looked like it hurt. 619. Dominic's going to win this. It's over. 1, 2. No, Creed or whatever his name is kicks out. McDowell smacks him. They throw him into the ropes. He reverses it, picks them both up. Here comes Suplex City. It's basically like a handicap match at this point. Julius and Brutus. Oh, wow. Dominic just launched over the table. Here it is. McDowell's going to take the L. That giant head. That head might break the ring. 1, 2, and 3. 10:44 on that one. Match lasted a little longer than it should have. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. I said that earlier about Sammy getting beat up. Michael Cole's onto something. Woo! Julius and Brutus. Randy Orton joining SmackDown. He had no respect for the Raw roster, so he decided to go to SmackDown. Make your decision for you. But there's nothing he could do. And then, what's his name? LA Knight comes out, cleans house. The Bloodline was down there trying to beat him up. They're doing a recap from last Friday, by the way. Might as well tell you what happened on Friday in case you guys weren't there. But Randy Orton did RKO everybody. He even hit Nick Aldis. But he is going to SmackDown. Solo Sikoa is next. Daddy's back and there's gonna be some trouble. Ayla, Ayla, Daddy's back. CM Punk gonna be here next Monday. Do what you gotta do. The best in the world. Did Jey Uso really earn the title match? Can we be honest? Is that something we can do? I don't feel like it's something we can do. Holy crap. Seth is all sorts of angry. That's cool. I'm going to kick your face off because I'm 12 and that's how we threaten people back. I'm going to kick your face off. That's what Jay just said. He's saying oos again. There's no yeet. He's not said yeet once. No yeets.
Like, you can't say a word. How dare you try to say a word?
So, you would think if they used that enough, that people would Google it, and then they would find out that there was a guy named that, and then they could use that. So it would be like a positive.
You would think.
It's like now WWE can say, well, we would have you perform at WrestleMania and pay you a bunch of money, but go fuck yourself.
But since you wanted to make a big deal out of it, yeah. We don't care about
Suck a dick.
You can go suck it on the sucking of suckness.
Suck a dick. Why are you so loud? What are you doing in there? Moshing?
That's the mosh pitting.
Do you have headphones on or something? You're just mosh pitting? I said, do you have headphones in and you're just moshing?
Yeah, just moshing away. No, I had to.
Mosh?
I only have 6 of those done.
How many do you need? 17?
10 more if I'm going to do one for each person.
Well, better get to work.
Yeah.
You can do, what, 2 tomorrow? You bust your ass?
No,
You can't do 2 in a night.
no. It takes like 2 hours
To do a set?
to do one thing, one pad.
What the
Yeah, it's not easy or quick. Or as quick as you'd think it would be.
You need a wand.
You're a wand.
There's one here.
I don't think it works. Let's see. Pico says that. Chris says Earthquake and Typhoon were underrated tag team.
Old Typhoon.
Ravi wanted to know if there was a match. Yeah, there was. He's laughing about it. And Pico says, and the ending was particularly fun when Miss Elizabeth had distracted everyone by taking her skirt off and showing a bikini bottom.
Oh, I know.
The travesty in the 80s. Pickle's like, R-Truth repping the Buffalo Bills. And Ravi says, Dom, go on, man. Copy everything from your dad. Sophie says, the trademark issue with Jay is true. They can no longer use yeet.
It's awesome. They got a cease and desist order.
That's fucking dumb as fuck. I feel like that's the dumbest thing ever.
I don't like that, but I didn't like the word, so. But it's fun to tease. Yeet, yeet, yeet. I can use it.
And I didn't even know that, like, is it because he had merchandise with yeet on it? Is that why?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Look at that
Everybody
dude,
do the
wide
yeet.
open. Did he hit him? Nope. Looked like he overthrew him a little bit and he's upset. He's like, I had to run that far. You know I don't like to run. Is it menopause or something else? Probably something else. I can't get menopause.
You got a cycle data?
I need my cycle data and then I can go from there.
Sophie says, R-Truth thinks he is a member of Judgment Day is classic R-Truth. Sophie says, I feel like they are going to drag this whole CM Punk as a free agent for a while. They blurred the yeet on Jay's shirt in that Jay Uso video package. Chris says, why did Adam Pearce have to tell him about Punk? That's not his business. Fuck Rollins. He thinks he's a locker room leader.
Did anyone get one ordered?
I don't know. Blood's like, yeet.
Yeet. Hey, that's copyrighted. You can't say the word yeet.
Jesus Christ. Fuck off. It's a word.
Some people like to ban words. It's a thing. Probably didn't know that, but it's true. Chicago. We got our asses kicked. Did he just say R-Truth was out there in a Rhea Ripley top? If he was, I did not see that. That's hilarious.
He might have been.
I don't know if there could be something funnier than that.
Like he was wearing her top?
That's what he said.
Or he was wearing like her merchandise top?
I didn't see it enough. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Kickstart your own story. Next week on Raw, so he isn't going to make that decision on SmackDown. Which one do you think he'll join? I hope he does something wrong and joins the unemployment line. Just kidding. He's good for the business.
You're not really kidding, but that's funny.
No, it's true. He is good for wrestling.
No, I meant the before stuff. Before you said that. Before the just kidding part. We know you're not kidding. It says, Blood Ninja's like, Yeet. And Chris says, if Yeet is suing WWE, fuck him, bro. Greedy ass motherfucker. And Blood says, welcome to the sensitive generation, Gen Alpha.
Is that what they're going to now, is the A's?
Is that what they're going to try to call themselves? Because they're not really the Alpha, but whatever.
Well,
Alpha, my
it's
asshole.
A, B, C, D, it's Alpha.
I don't care. It's just hilarious that they are going with Alpha, which is funny to me. What you doing? You reorganizing your drawer over there?
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
While you're sitting there waiting for Jay to lose himself to what's his face?
Lose himself. They having sex.
Well, he lost his yeet. Now what?
It's even funnier.
I don't have the yeet anymore.
Did you lose your yeet? You don't know where to find it? Did you look in the handbook? gotta have a handbook for your yeet.
Oh, fuck.
Don't come out with cool sayings unless you look up that saying first. It's like this channel. I didn't start this channel just by just saying it and going, okay, I'm calling it that. What the? Nobody's going to want those. Might as well just stop right now. Black and white.
Yeah.
Who has a black and white kitchen?
Somebody likes it.
You remember the old days, like when people did that with the black and white tiles? Mm-hmm. But it was more like restaurants. I don't know if people had it in their house. I've seen it in garage door floors.
I'm sure.
Is that black?
Yeah. Zebra print.
Oh, there's gray on it. You're fine. Keep going. Continue. I thought it was just going to be black and white. I mean, I'd have loved it in junior high.
Chris says, so now is TNA going to sue main event Jey Uso because the TNA, they had the main event mafia? Blood's like, he had yeet for lunch.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yeet's a big fat crybaby. Loser face, loser face. Nobody watches our channel, so it doesn't matter. I call him a loser face.
That's nothing wrong with calling somebody a loser face. That's not liable.
That he's a loser face?
He probably has a tattoo on his face.
Oh, loser face then. Total loser face.
He'll want to get in a fight with you, though.
Bring it, you little bitch.
But he wouldn't fight a dude, so.
You need to yeet all over yourself. Don't yeet all over yourself.
Yeet! Yeet!
Yeet! Yeet! So he's like, I'm surprised we are getting Cody versus Shinsuke next week. We gotta do it quick. Like, we gotta nip this argument in the bud.
They'll continue it. Are the Bungles going to score again? They're inside the 3. Maybe even down to the 2. Whoa.
You have the mindset of Seth Rollins.
Seth and Jay in the same ring at the same time. This almost means something.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, they were both in tag teams at one point.
Oh. They were almost like brothers because one of them was in the Shield with the guy that used to be over him. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Just nothing but love between the two of them. Roman was both of their bosses.
I feel like he wasn't the boss in the Shield. I feel like he was like the third wheel of that group.
He was the one that you looked at and said, okay, he's the next superstar.
Skunkhead.
No.
Oh, Roman?
Because he had the size and the strength.
So it says they confirmed CM Punk is a free agent, so he could show up on both brands anytime until they figure out what brand to sign him to. Robbie says, Seth, go, Seth, show them, boy. Sophie says, but why did it take this long for the copyright issue for Jay to come up? He has been using Yeet for a while.
Yeah, he probably made a shirt and made it a big deal.
They did. They had it. He was wearing a shirt a couple of times, and then they probably had it on their whatever for sale. That was Travis's question. Did anybody actually get the merchandise? Did somebody buy it already? Because if that's the case, ha ha ha. Do you have to return it? Like, oh no. Like, we know that you bought a Yeet shirt. I don't have it. I put Scotch tape over it with main event written on it.
Should I order it?
The Yeet shirt. Is it still there?
Not on theirs, but it's in other places. Yeet. Yeet.
That's funny. I'm surprised that they're.
It's in WWE Shop. Let's go look at that one. See if they pulled it.
I'm surprised it's even there.
It's there.
Huh.
That's WWE's a fish.
Officially licensed gear.
$30. I can get it for $16 on a different site.
What does that say? Go down. Go up. Size L is out of stock.
Yeah, all the skins.
Get the 5XL. We'll just wear it as a dress.
Could do it as a blanket or something. They have other colors.
Ew, colors.
Colors. Yeet. Quit yeeting all over the place.
Silly. So it's like Jay is dedicating this match to his Uncle Umaga. When do you see Damian cash in?
Tonight, live. No, I have no idea. Royal Rumble would be a good one. If not, maybe in Australia. Maybe you can cash in on Rhea after she wins in the main event in Australia.
In Australia.
And they break up the Judgment Day because he pins her right in the center of the ring. Becomes the women's champion on Raw. Heading into WrestleMania.
Because he now identifies as a woman. Because his wife is the man.
Not Seth, I'm talking about
Oh,
Damien.
my bad.
Damien.
Snap. It would have been better the other way.
Right.
Sorry, my bad. So it's like Damian did almost cash in during War Games.
Yeah. They could do it right now. Because I feel like he'll be a crossover champion anyway, so it wouldn't be a big deal for him to do it tonight. But I don't see it happening just because Rhea and Finn aren't there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a thing where they would all come out at the end and hug each other.
And he'd
kick
be
one
like,
of
hey,
them.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, super kick.
And he
one of
turns
them.
his back on him. Because he doesn't want to be in the Judgment Day anymore. Because he's like, I'm a champion now.
We don't want to be with the riffraff if you're a champion.
No, we don't know what the future's going to hold. We'll look in our crystal ball and maybe we'll find out, though.
Well, they need to have Jay go back to the bloodline to finish the story, because him out of the bloodline's stupid, because it makes his brother basically expendable.
True.
Like, he could get fired. Like, he needs him. Because Jimmy's trash. Oh, that's the other guy. Alcoholic, druggy guy.
It is.
There's another one.
Most of the other ones are gone.
Yeah.
Riddle, Jeff Hardy,
Moxley.
Probably why his elbow wouldn't heal. Because if you're a druggie and alcoholic, or even a smoker, he won't heal very well. He'll just continuously be broken.
8-time tag
And
team
he doesn't
champion.
seem the type to eat vegetables, so. So he says, we don't know when the next time Jimmy and Jay will interact to set up the Mania match.
I was hoping they would just be a tag team again. I mean, who wants to really watch those two wrestle? There's no intrigue. It's Jey Uso. Like,
True.
Jimmy's nothing. He's maybe 1/4 of goodness compared to Jay.
Robbie, mirror, mirror on the wall. What the fuck is up with y'all? I don't know. What is up? What is up with you?
Have you guys
Yeet!
Have you guys seen Lady Ballers? I feel like it's a very polarizing movie.
Has anybody even heard of it?
If you haven't seen it, look up the previews. It's called Lady Ballers. You can watch the trailer on YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube account, then you're probably not here.
So it's like, it'll be interesting how they get the Usos back together. So it's like, what the heck is Lady Ballers? Look it up on YouTube.
Watch
You'll
the
find
trailer
out.
and try not to piss yourself. In either way, you could be offended or you could just laugh.
Don't
Either
piss
way,
yourself in laughing or being offended.
It's very polarizing. You're going to love it or hate it. I have not seen it yet, but I heard it was funny. Seth, you can't pin him on the floor. Although Seth's champion, Seth could just leave.
True.
And become champion, or stay champion.
Yeah, he doesn't need to stick out around.
The Judas effect right there, right into a DDT by Jay. Don't yeet on him.
Don't yeet on him. Not the yeeting.
Ew. That Jelly Roll guy was on wrestling the other day.
Mm-hmm. On the pay-per-view, I think.
We got 15 minutes still of this match.
I know. What else are they going to do?
When did it start? I didn't put a timer on this
It was
one.
like...
20 after?
It was like 37 or something like that. 38.
It's been on for 7 minutes.
Feel like it.
It's got to be way longer than that.
No, because it hadn't started when I got in here.
When did you get in here?
I don't know. It was like 20 minutes too or something when I looked.
That's
So it's
5
like Barbie
minutes
is
ago.
going on HBO Max in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Burn it down!
I have seen it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You watched the whole thing?
Probably.
You're disgusting.
Why?
You're a putrid person of a human being.
Why?
Watching such garbage.
Why? How do you know if anything's good or bad if you don't watch it?
I'm not watching that woke filth.
You know, not everything you have to have a stand. I have to make a stand.
Filth. Absolute
You have no
filth.
idea, so you can't say that. Now, me, I could say filth because it's stupid, but you can't.
I can too.
No, you can't.
I can say filth all I want.
Don't think you can.
Totally can. I just did, and I will again.
I think I watched it with McKenna.
So it's like all the moves that were on HBO Max are now on Netflix.
Cool. Did they loan them to him?
Pickle's like, this movie is so brave.
I take it you looked at it.
Is it your favorite? Did you piss yourself laughing or
It's-
piss yourself being offended?
It's very polarizing. Yeah, they don't. Zero shits given. That's the biggest dick I've ever seen on a woman. Like, what?
We have not seen China, according to Travis.
That's an actual real dick on a woman.
So he says it's funny people giving up cable, then they get all these streaming services in which they didn't give up on cable. Next year, I don't know what streaming service I'm going to have and which ones I might not have.
Yeah, we're planning on getting rid of all of them and cable. Just going straight books. Just kidding. But not kidding. Bring the drink aisle to your countertop. I seen this, like, you see how they have that thing right there? Those Ninja Thirsties or whatever?
Yeah.
I seen one and it had 4. See the thing off to the side?
Yeah.
It had 4 of those. And they would fill up liquor.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Crown Royal, like 4 different types of liquor. And put it in there.
Okay.
And so then they would take those pods and stick it in the top. And then run the liquor through it.
Wow.
And then it would be have that flavor. But it would be a drink. And it had like 4 different liquors in it.
Oh, my. That sounds disgusting as fuck.
I was going to say.
I mean, it's a cool idea, but gross at the same time.
Well, unless the liquors go together. But yeah. Yep, this Saturday.
So it's like Lady Ballers. I think I heard of it before. Then why just what it was?
Look it up. It's a good one. If you're into that stuff. Some people might not like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people don't like a lot of things. Some people don't like Year One. It's one of my favorite shows. Some people don't like Beastmaster. It's one of my other favorite shows. Dar. Dar. It's for cuddling.
Sounds kind of weird.
Cuddling?
No, that being for cuddling.
Well, I can't reach.
So it says I probably have seen
Uh-oh.
clips of Lady
Did he
Ballers
just
or
twist
seen
his
the end of
ankle?
it. It was on before something else I watched. Who, Lawrence?
Yeah, if Lawrence is hurt, uh-oh, it ain't my fault. Watch his ankles. See
Oh, no!
it? See it?
Ow! Ow! And he got his knee all under him.
Yeah, but that's fine. Well, he is a tall guy. But if it's the ankle,
Everybody's all upset. Look at those two weirdos.
it was his own player, too.
They're like, no. Sadness reigns.
And
The Jaguars have now lost their chance to
the
win
Jaguars
anything.
had the best record in football, basically, and now they're going to lose every game.
From here on out. So it's like a couple streaming services I get for free.
Nice. Do you password share? Which is fine if you do. I don't care.
So technically, you probably don't really get it for free. You probably have something else you buy that it's
Do
included
you get
with.
Paramount from Walmart? Do you get Amazon through Amazon? And do you get HBO through cable,
Yeah, or whatever.
phones,
Yeah.
satellite, internet? Something.
Kick to the midsection by Rollins.
Rollins is so good.
Isn't he?
A lot of people don't realize how good he is.
I don't realize it.
You need to watch it.
I know I should. I'd be like, oh my god, it's so amazing.
See how the goodness is.
See how it is? It's so good.
See all the goodness? Because
Look at his yellow pants.
It's the gold pants. That's what I was going to say.
So much in the pants. It's fancy
Oh, did you
pants.
see how he did that off the turnbuckle like
Fancy
that?
pants
A
and
lot of
his
people can't do
fancy
that.
moves.
A lot of wrestlers can't.
They
do that.
definitely can't jump up there.
Oh, Jay took his shirt off.
Oh no,
He wrapped
took
it
his
around
shirt
him.
off.
He wants him to smell his armpit.
Oh my god, he like threw it at his face.
He's going to give him the stink face.
Oh no, not with his armpit.
Seen that move before in wrestling.
Stink face in the armpits?
Mm-hmm. An armpit bath.
That sounds kind of gross.
I think it was a big fat guy, but I don't remember who it was.
Sounds terrible.
Jey Uso.
So it was
Bloodline's
like Paramount
finest.
I get from Walmart, HBO Max I get for free because of the cable. You're probably not really getting HBO Max for free. It's probably included with your cable package that you have that you put in.
Yeah, but it's free because you're going to get that package no matter what, right?
Uh-uh. I mean,
you're saying
I
that
think
you
you
have
have
to
to
pay an
have.
extra
You
$10.
probably are in a certain thing of
Tier.
that cable, to where you got it.
Lawrence, is it broken or just twisted?
So basically, don't ever like change out of that package because if you do, then you won't have it anymore. Is what I'm saying. Kind of like with our phones. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Well, how are they going to do it? They have the lead, right? Or is it tied? No, it's tied.
It's tied 28-28.
The field goal kicker's going to try to win the game for him with 5 minutes left. And he missed it.
He missed that motherfucker. Missed it, bitches. So it's like Amazon, you don't get everything free. Some shows you have to buy.
Well, yeah, of course,
Who's
because
the
it has
bosses?
everything on there.
Yeah. Who's the Boss is now on Hulu. I found that out today.
Oh, Who's the Boss is really dumb. So
Travis,
no,
all of a sudden he sounded excited, and then he's like, oh, Who's the Boss is really dumb.
so no shit. It was on this channel. I only watch one channel on cable. It's called Great American Country.
Great American Family.
Great American Family. That's
Or
the only
Great
channel
Family
I watch.
American or some shit.
Anyways, that's the one I watch. It's 165 on Dish. That's it.
Has Hallmark movies on
It's
it.
basically Hallmark movies all day. I just watched one before we came on tonight. Seth kicked out, by the way.
It's why we were late. Did that
That's-
lady get the guy? Oh, yeah, he moved to
Yeah, he should've
Australia
moved to
for her.
Australia
What
for
a
her.
weirdo.
Anyways, so that's all I watch. And after New Year's, they don't play the Christmas movies anymore. So they put on like shows. And like a couple years ago, it was like Columbo and She Wrote Murder. And there was like a couple
Murder,
other
she
ones.
wrote.
But last year, it was Who's the Boss? And I was like, oh, this will be good. No. Not even good at all. Now, Marissa Tomei. Or
Worst time ever.
whatever that girl's name is.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Now, don't get me wrong. At the beginning, she's a little kid, but she does turn into a woman at some point. And we all grew up. Well, my age people grew up with her. Like, she's like our age. She's a little bit older, but we were kids and watched her grow up. And so that was very exciting. But as an adult watching it, yeah, there's really no intrigue on that movie. You know, they never end up getting together. They have a kid together, but they never get married.
Yeah.
Like, they dropped the ball on that show. And Mona, she's kind of slutty. Jay almost got pinned right there, but we still have 5 minutes left, so they're not doing that. Yeah, Mona was like this slutty old lady. She was awesome.
So if it's like HBO Max is good, it has movies and shows you probably don't see on any other streaming service. And Pupil's like family of great company channel. Yeah, that's it.
I like it.
So if he's like, who's the boss? I don't think I have seen the entire series. I've probably seen like an episode or two about growing pains or the one Michael J. Fox was on.
Family Tied?
Family Ties.
Family Ties?
I did watch Growing Pains.
So I watched
That
that
had
growing...
Kirk Cameron.
I watched that growing up, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. I watched it growing up too, but I don't really remember a lot of it.
And
Had
it's-
Alan Thicke as the dad
Yeah.
and Kirk Cameron as the son.
Uh-huh. What's funny is because I don't know who Kirk Cameron is, but I know the name because of that show.
Yeah.
But I don't know who he is. Like, was he in a movie?
No, I don't think he ever did anything after. He's very religious, and so is his sister. His sister's probably more famous than he is.
Candace Cameron? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know her.
See? She's more famous than he is. Just
didn't
what
know
I
that.
just said.
I didn't know.
How funny is that?
She's the one that's on that Great American Country show. She's on, like, all over it.
Yeah, she's on a lot of those shows, yeah. Yeah, she's very religious. They're very Christian.
She's the face. That's why she signed with them, because they wouldn't do any of that weird bullshit.
Yeah, she's very Christian.
Oh, Jay.
Her whole
did it on
family
his
is.
knee. You're not going to do it, Jay.
Why is his underwear coming out of the back of his pants?
That's what you do, is you want to get your underwear up
It's gross, dude.
when you're wrestling.
Piccolo's like, no, it's Alyssa Milano tote crush.
Yeah.
Feels like, yep,
all of
Teen
us
Wolf
did.
show. So it says Leonardo DiCaprio got his start on Growing Pains. Oh, yeah, he was like the younger
Oh, was he the
cousin or
kid?
something. Kirk Cameron's sister was on Full House and Fuller House. Yes,
Yeah,
that's where
she's
she
the
got her
oldest
stuff.
daughter.
And Piccolo's like, and I'm not going there, fam. Don't do it, Piccolo.
What is that?
I have no idea what he's not going.
Is it the movie you don't want to watch?
He's not going to something.
Lady Ballers?
No, I don't think that was it. This is stuff we're talking about with the Camerons and stuff. So it was like Kirk Cameron did appear on Full House.
That dude
playing
just
the
punched
cousin.
that dude in the back of the head.
17?
Well, 17 got punched in the back of the head. So, watch when they go running off. Oh, I guess they didn't want
I
to
didn't
show
see it. They're like, keep your eye on the ball.
He just punches him in the back of the head. It's over. Seth Rollins with the dub.
Jay with the L out because he's a big loser
I
with
guess
his
I
yeet
did
yeet.
time it, but that can't be right.
Yeet yeet.
I must have hit a button.
Yeet yeet. Yeet yeet.
Yeet!
People's like, this is the BS that my life is overwhelmed by. What? What is that, Picola?
Cash in.
Tell us so much. What is that, Picola?
Cash in.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
Cash in. What time's left?
4
There's still a
minutes.
minute. Cash it.
So he's like, this match is awesome. At least he gave Seth a fight like you thought Jay had it won many times.
Yeah, that's just part of the storytelling. The kicking out is all of a sudden part of storytelling.
Dumb.
Never been a huge fan of that.
Oh, no, not the Drew.
Drew, Claymore Country.
Not the Mac.
Perfect. Now, Drew,
Oh.
fuck him up, Drew. And then guess what? Cash in. But there's not enough time.
No.
Why do they
The
call it delusional?
delusional.
It's called payback. Here's your receipt, Jay.
Delusional.
What the hell? That's called a receipt. You fuck around and you find out.
Yeah.
It's at the intersection.
Yeah, intersection. Yeet.
He doesn't have an issue other than it's payback.
He's got tissues for him, though, if he does. He's got him in his skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
Anyways. Let's see. Sophie says, now who's going to defeat Seth? Your mama. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. That was Monday Night Raw. Woo, we did it. We all made it through it. Woo, amazing. Yay.
3 hours in a flash.
Let's see. Now who is going to defeat Seth? Every time Seth and Roman fought, Seth defeated him. Bryce said goodnight. Bloods like SpongeBob. Boys who cry. Something of that nature. All right, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you then.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.